Hey, what's going on, everyone? Getting everyone some time to come in here. I'm still setting up. Woo. Sent out requests to people that asked to join in on the fun. So let's see how that goes. But first, we always got to pay bills. So welcome to the show. Oh, I've just been having one of those days, man. All right. If you guys can hear me, make sure that you're leaving a comment so that way I know that my levels are sound and good to go. So let me know in the comment section, introduce yourself so that way I can shout you out and all that good fun. Go ahead and post a comment as well. Let's see. Yeah. Oops. And yo, what's going on? Sip P M2M Chris. Oh, perfect. So that means everything is good to go. And I'm going to go ahead and there we go. Do that for now so that way you guys know what's going on. Awesome sauce. How you guys feeling today? Sip P and M2M Chris. Hopefully fantastic. You know, we have a monumental day that has happened, which is we changed presidents. So one got fired, one got rehired. So it's all copacetic, I presume. We're going to see, ultimately how all this pans out. There's a couple of things I wanted to do really quickly. I have no idea why I didn't do it, but we're going to make sure we check it out right now. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I'm going to take this actually off. Boom. There we go. And bingo. Here we go. That's a lot better. So that way it gives you guys time to look and see what's going on. Bingo. Awesome sauce. And I'm still getting some notifications in. Give me 1 more second, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, should I say. Let me just make sure I have everything great and good to go. Let's see. There we go. All right. Now I know I'm straight. I just want to make sure my lighting was good for you guys because I'm going to be coming through. You just chilling back on your 34 or back from your 34? Which one is going to be? Hey, what's going on, Buddha Black? How's it hanging? What's going on? What's going on with you? Hadn't heard nothing since our last frolic in live land. So, how you doing? Hopefully good. Oh, there we go. Let me get the girls together. My shirt is just not cooperating, and I'm trying not to have like a boob slip type of situation. Cause she gotta have bands on deck. All right, Buddha Black. I'm convinced that you'll be calling in. So let's just go and put that out there. Nah, I'm still on it. Back to work Monday. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Enjoy the weekend. I know I am. I told them to load me up Monday. And if I ain't feeling up for it, load me up Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? We don't mind. What don't we mind? Son of a king. What don't we mind? I really want the men to join in on this live because the last time I did it, um, oh, I know what he just meant. It just came to me. We don't mind. Of course you don't mind. See, y'all be playing. All right, here we go. So let's see. Make sure I'm good. Make sure I ain't got no boob slippage. There you go. Son of a king, I tell you. Y'all ain't nothing. All right, so now everything is good. Everything is where it needs to be. I'm hitting the road in the AM, heading to Cali. Ain't nothing wrong with Cali. Cali's okay. I just can't do that whole what is it? 55 mandatory. Man, especially if you got a load that's coming from like LA or like Fontana going up to like Redden or something. Ooh, sugar. Talk about a problem. Okay, so it's a couple of y'all in here. So I'm gonna ask you guys now in the comment section. How do you guys feel about a woman having who said anyone playing too far? How do you guys feel about a woman having $100,000 before she bears your child? I want to hear from the guys. Woo. Y'all, let me tell you something about having jugs. It's crazy. How do you guys feel about that? I want to know. I'm very interested in knowing because when we did the show prior, or should I say I was on TV's show, and they were talking about a whole bunch of different things, but then he alluded to the fact that, hey, you know what? If I was to have another child, because basically what he's done before was have a child in which he believes that how he went about it was a mistake. And what he meant by mistake, or what I gather what he meant by mistake, was that if he knew now, he wouldn't have done what he did, And I know with the men, sometimes having your first child, believe it or not, is going to still be not only a beautiful experience, but it could be traumatic, especially if it's with someone that you had no intentions of having children with, So we were talking about it in a way where it was more so like, what preparations would you do? Like what would you do besides, of course, a man could wear a condom, a woman could, say that she's on not child support, she's on birth control, but let's just say before we lay down, right? I want to paint a picture for you guys. Okay. Me and you are dating. All right. Things are going great. We be frolicking up in the, on the beach. We go out, we have a great time. You met my family, I meet yours. I'm trying to think of all the things that happens. You know what I mean? Like something happens where, my car break down, you come to help me with my car, and just all the stuff that we hold dear during the first, days of dating people. And then, we're having love, and love be getting good. That good love. And then I'm late because I'm so busy having fun. We so busy cooling and vibing. We forgot about period times and ovulation and stuff. And then I'm late. And then, wouldn't you know, isn't God great? I'm not pregnant. So we sit down, we have a conversation, right? What are we going to do? Now, some people are not lucky at this point. Some people are actually pregnant. Okay, so we're going to say we dodged the bullet. And you would think that at this point we will open up the discussion, right? We will start to now think about, hey, what would happen if we had children? And we should be talking about beyond the whole, oh, I'm going to take care of my seed. I'm going to take care of my baby. Besides that, that's duh, because the government's not going to just, allow you to just dump this baby on the doorstep. They're going to either put that baby to work or through the prison pipeline system. But that's a whole nother story. We're not going to go there. But what I will say is that it should be starting on, is the baby going to be raised in a religious household? Will the baby go into private school or public school? What are we going to do for the child's future even before the child gets here? What neighborhood are we going to live in? What school district? Are we having a water bath? There's so many questions that we don't have the discussion about. And so when he pegged and said, hey, you should have 100,000 earned before he gives his genetic material or have a baby with someone, the first thing I thought about was, I said, Damn, that's actually pretty smart because I looked at it as time. Time will tell you if this person is dope while you're getting this money. Let's see. Buddha Black says, I understand where he's coming from. We got to have a check for that baby. Maybe not a whole 100 bands, but we going to shoot for the stars and land somewhere at the top. The more money we got, the better. So Buddha Black, I'm going to challenge you on that. Okay. Here's what I'm going to challenge you on. When it comes to everything else, you guys go, you got a super glow today. You got me on sim. Thank you. When we want the things that we want, we go balls to the wall, right? There is no, when you want that Hellcat, if you wanted to put a down payment on the car that you wanted, if you want to take a vacation, if you want to go back to school, if it's a job that you want, you go balls to the wall. There is no talking about it, ain't none of that. You just do it. The thing with the 100K is it should be a non-negotiable, because what the 100K does is not only buy you time to hopefully see if this person is ideal to make a baby with, because I think that's what, see, the 100K is just enough time. Let's just put it into perspective. There's people that knock out $100,000 in debt as far as student loans or hospital bills or what have you. So let's just put it in a round figure. Let's say 3 years. Let's say you dealing with me for 3 years, Buddha Black, right? And in 3 years, I came up with 100,000. Now, again, Trucker Brown said, while I'm coming up with this 100,000, I'm his girlfriend. He gonna take care of everything. So basically, Buddha, you take care of everything, right? Like and when I mean take care of everything, we're not talking about in the gold digger terminology. We're saying that, you have the house, all the stuff that men take pride in. They take pride in having a home, taking care of their lady in a way where she doesn't have to worry about the heavy lifting stuff, right? Now, yes, I'm going to work, I'm stacking the 100,000. There's things that I want to achieve and stuff. But what it is that you have this time frame that allows you to pick up on these red flags that's happening. See, that's what I came up with. I said, you know what? Not only am I going to come out with 100,000 at the end of this, but I might dodge a bullet because, see, a lot of people like to lie. You understand what I'm saying to you? They like to lie. Women will legitimately lie to you to keep you around so you can have a baby. Not all. Not going to say all, but there's a lot. Because let me tell you something. The one things I used to notice growing up is that when a woman will boast around and say that she's with her man and they're in love and all this other stuff, the one thing that always dropped the nigga's face was when she said she was pregnant. I'm pregnant. And his face go from this to, now maybe his smile would have stayed up if that 100K was sitting in the bank. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I like to poke the bear. I want to know what's going on. Let's say so after she make her 100K, the baby here now, y'all break up. Did she put you on child support? Is that in the agreement? So no. So essentially, SIP, what it was going to be is this. We're having the conversation, right? Like me and you, we're having the conversation about having children. And you say to me, hey, stack up 100,000, because how I'm thinking about it, or how TB was trying to express it, was, listen, God forbid if something happens to me. God forbid if something happens during this time frame, whatever the case may be, have this money socked away so that way, everything is straight. Like, that's how simple he kicked it. It wasn't really that deep. It wasn't like, hey, this money is going to insert into child support, is going to insert into anything. It was just, you need to allocate this money so that way we basically have a lead jump on the baby as far as having money. Because the last time I checked, the numbers are around $250,000 in a child's lifetime, as far as from birth to 18, as far as how much an average American spends on their child. So that's where he got that figure from. You think I don't know? I'm not sure about that. Tell me what I'm talking about. Who's preggers and who got the 100K? No one's pregnant. We were just hypothetically asking a question because we wanted to see what the hoopah was. Like a lot of people were saying things. Like I got a lot of comments. I don't know why the comments were not on the. We gotta have TB explain it to all again. Um, I mean, not the type to want a baby if I know we got. I'm not the type to want a baby if I know we got 100K. Okay. I don't know what that means. Help me with that. I got a vasectomy. I can't even have kids. Yeah, so you might as well just get the 100K. Let me see what's going on. 1 second, guys. I want to see. Someone had hit me up on the Cash App. So let's see. Oh crap, look at that. Buddha Black, $15 from Buddha Black. Thank you so much. I'm gonna actually put back into the comment section. Boop. Bingo. So there go the StreamYard. A couple people I know said they wanted to come in on here, but essentially with TB, what he said essentially was, listen, he ain't doing it again. If a woman wanted to have his particular genetic material, because you know he's the guru picker, and pretty much all of lightning and rain comes from his songbird, then that will be the requisite of that. And I thought it was pretty interesting because it made sense, I guess, logically, if we all kind of thought like that, right? If we all got into the habit of having, things in order, right? Having our affairs in order before having an actual sentient being hit the earth. So let's see. Buddha Black is in. I'm gonna bring him in.
Yo, yo,
What's going on, Buddha Black?
way too thick. What's going on, baby? What's
Oh,
happening?
what's
How you
going on
doing
with you,
on this
brother?
on this lovely Saturday or Sunday morning over here
Yeah.
where I'm at? Man, listen, like,
Talk to me.
nah,
What's going
I ain't
on?
the type. Look, I ain't even listen. If me and you together, right, and I know you got 100 bands. I'm not thinking about having no baby. I ain't what I'm thinking. What we doing that for? I ain't even thinking about that. I'm thinking about we need to level up. Now we need to go get 50 bands. Now we need to go get 100 more bands. That's what I meant by that comment. I don't
Mm,
think that way. My mind is not wired that way,
okay.
personally. Now, but just to keep it in context, what you saying, I mean, it makes sense if you want to have a baby, you know, okay, yeah, I want her to, yeah, if she could save up 100,000, like shit, that's cool. We can, but it gotta be a plan. You know what I mean? We gotta have a plan, like, we gonna do this, we're gonna set him up, set the kid up a college fund. We're gonna invest this amount, we're gonna buy some stock, you know what I mean? And then we're gonna,
Mm,
transition that to them, once they get 18, if if we're gonna be strategic with the money, not just you work, bust your ass for 3 years, get 100,000, then here go a baby, and then we just spending it off. And nah, we gonna already have a plan. You know what I
So
mean?
here,
That's the
so
only
here's
way I would think. That's how I would think if
so
I
here's
can.
the thing, Buddha.
Yeah,
There, I'm gonna tell you what TB said that was
yeah.
very interesting. He said, "I'll do you one better." He was like, 1 second, I'm sorry, Dirty Brook 215. What's going on with you in here?
Dirty broke. What it do, OG?
he says, he said, two fly.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you get to keep the 100,000, I don't want your money. That's for you. I'm gonna take care of everything you need to take care of. If you want to work
Man,
with
what is TB talking about, man? I don't
so
agree with that. I'm gonna just pay for everything and just go sit in the corner, just do it. Like, y'all gotta understand, man, relationship is about balance. You understand?
mm,
Your woman wants something to do. She wanna prove herself to you. Y'all dudes be trying to do too much, man. Y'all gotta fall back. Let your girl, let her work, let her get her money, let her understand that trying to just do every goddamn thing. That's what's wrong with these men. Then once you do one thing wrong, that nigga mad now you ready to throw everything away. But he been paying for everything. You understand what I'm saying? I don't
I
understand. I don't do that.
I feel
I
you.
don't go in relationships like that. It's 50-50.
But
It's a
that's the thing.
team type thing.
It's when it's between you and a person, that's all fine and dandy. See, I think the buck stop when a baby's involved. So when a baby's involved, it's more so, like I said, like with the 100K to this is what I took the 100K as. This is what I took it as. One, it shows discipline. Because now it's going to be, and I'm gonna tell you what the discipline was. How bad do you want to have a baby? Some people don't want to have a child within a year or 2 years. So they may say, you know, someone like me, I'll say, you know what, 100,000. Let's just say I say 20,000 a year. And so now we put 5 years here. That's 5 years of us frolicking, doing our thing. So I think it was the reason why people didn't respond to it because it was the time of it. It was like, well, how soon are we doing this? Are we doing this now? Like, what should you do? And that was the whole idea. I agreed with it wholehearttedly because what I took it as, if I'm going for this goal, I equated it to carrying debt or taking debt off.
Right.
A lot of people will get $100,000 in credit and think it's theirs. Fuck their credit up, spend this money, act like they're boss, and be fucking out the door with red flags. So I said that is the same equation I will put to having a baby. When we're dealing with people, right? The thing is that we are gambling with this idea that everything is going to be okay, even if a baby got here. And the truth of the matter is, no, it's not. No. You shouldn't be worried about the 100,000, and I'm not worried about the 100,000 because that 100,000 ain't for me or you. It's for the baby. It's for a
that's a lot of money for a baby.
But listen, the average American spends between birth and the child hits 18, 250,000. That's just on raw material. That's just on feeding and clothing. We're not talking about them going to college. We're not talking about getting them luxuries like the Jordans and the cars and stuff like that. We're talking about 250,000 invested. So if I can get there a third of the way, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. Now, what I think the men were taking from TV is, you know, because I guess he's borderline something, right? He be buying chicks cars and shit like that. So we know I can get at least $100,000. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it puts into the perspective of now you're out of the societal mind thinking, right? Now you're looking at it like this. If I'm saving up 100K, then if I really want this baby, there's gonna be some changes. I'm not gonna be getting Gucci and gold, Coach bags and this and stuff like that. So it's changing your way of thinking, is making you more in the moment of being a parent. Because see, a lot of people have children, but a lot of people don't know how to be parents.
Oh man, listen, it ain't no book. It's being a parent. Like even my parents told me that, like, yo, we know how to be. You know what I mean? It's just something, because you never know what type of kid you're dealing with, man. It's a customized thing. It's not one book that's just gonna sum all that up. But I hear what you're saying. It's like, I personally feel that y'all putting too much pressure on it. Like, I want her to get 100 bands, but like, come on, man. I mean, we out here taking care of kids with less. You feel what I'm saying?
But you but hold on, Buddha Black. So now you know what we do here. You know, me and you, we got a rapport. We got a rapport.
Don't look
You just said that a woman is trying to prove herself by going to work and doing whatever the case may be, which is fine. I mean, me, I feel like I shouldn't have to prove anything to anybody.
I didn't mean it like that though. See, what I'm talking about is, what I mean is, okay, just like the 100 band thing, right? Okay, so I'm supposed to so she finna work, get 100,000. That's just for the baby. That ain't for nothing else. We ain't finna try to flip that. We ain't finna do nothing else with that. That's just sitting there for the baby.
That's for the baby.
You understand? I mean, I don't know. Like I say, only way I would agree with that.
Buddha Black,
we don't save money anyway.
But hold on, wait, Buddha Black. Don't people do that for things that they want? When people want that Hellcat, when a nigga want to go on vacation, when a nigga want to buy Gucci, he save his money.
Right? No, it's a lot of logic to that. It's logic.
Okay, so why would the one thing that you can't take back because it doesn't have a receipt be the one thing that's like, well, I can't save that money? Yes, you can. If you want something that is going to change the very course of your life, why would you not go balls to the wall and prep for it at the same intensity that you would to
Yo,
go
cause I
to the
hey
club.
way too fly. Let me keep it 100 with you, man, and just really be Buddha Black right now.
Be
Like,
Buddha Black, babe. I've been waiting for you
yo,
to come.
nah, because it's like it's 12 o'clock at night. Like, bro, I got to. Like, listen. After about 3 years, I don't even want no baby. Even if she got 100, I don't even, man, forget. We done what? Like, come on, man.
I mean,
After
but
3 years,
guess
I don't even
what?
want no baby no
That
more. I don't
but
even
my
want it
thing
no
is
more.
this: if you did that,
We
you know what would
probably done
happen?
slipped and had it. We ain't even make it to the 3 years. We probably already done popped out by then. Before then.
But see, that's what I'm saying. My thing is the standard is there. If you disregard the standard, that means you'll disregard any standard. And I feel as though any foundation should be
You
laid with
putting too much
brick.
pressure. You putting too much pressure. You put too much
I
pressure.
mean, I listen, man. Hey, I understand. That's why we
What
have
am I?
these
What am
discussions.
I? Am I in the army or we in a relationship? Like you put too much pressure.
No, I think having a simple goal, the same way
We're
motherfuckers
gonna
break
do
their
that,
neck to
but
get
we're
into a
not
house.
gonna be all.
Let me tell you how simpleton people
Right.
are. Let me tell you how simpleton people are. When you get married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that you should technically buy your house before you get married? You know why? Because 2 FHA loans is better than 1. And so you could have already went into your marriage debt free with passive income coming. But see, we are under the impression you should get married and buy the house together so you can show everyone that you're a unit. It's the stupidest thing ever. We
So
have
what?
to
Hold on. Back check. Let's go back because you sound like you giving out some games. So
I'm not
this
giving out no
saying
game.
do
This is
what?
all facts and statistics.
Nah, but I'm
Not a game.
saying what you saying do? You saying I heard you said something about 2 FH loans. So now what are you saying? Let's
Yes,
explain it.
when you are on your taxes as an individual, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have an FHA loan that you can apply for. When you get
Right.
married, you sever that because you join together.
Mm.
So even if you got married and you filed separately, the government sees you as one unit. So there are a lot of things that you guys can do before even getting married.
Right.
But a lot of people, what they do is they want to showcase, hey, the American dream, which is I
Right.
met my loved one,
Right.
we got engaged, we spent $30,000 to $50,000 on a wedding, so now we're in debt because we probably use liquid cash and or credit to pay for the wedding.
Right.
Then we severed a passive income opportunity by joining together to get into a tax
You're right
bracket
about
that's
that.
lower that could have been higher if you guys
Yeah.
did this separately.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. That's just a new mindset. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I was with somebody, right? And that's how I was thinking because she was talking about married and all that stuff like that. But when I was looking into the FHA loans, I peeped at what you was talking about, and immediately that's how I was thinking too. So it's just a new way of thinking, and you're right. See, back then, because I got parents too, I got a mom, I got a dad, and that's what they did. What you said, they didn't spend the 50 grand on the wedding, but you know, they did a down payment on the house and mortgage, and you know, they paid the house off. They did that, you know what I'm saying? We, we got a lot of, we privy to a lot of the information now.
But you know what's sad, Buddha Black?
Right.
This is the sad thing about us Black people.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad that we'll say, "Oh, I seen that," or "I'm privy to that," but we don't act upon it. See,
right.
My whole thing in life now is, and this is the reason why people actually generally don't like me.
Right.
My feathers can't be ruffled because see, I don't judge me. There are a lot of mistakes I made in life, but I'm so forgiven of that as far as for me that my way of thinking now is always going to be forward thinking.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I always challenge myself because the truth of the matter is if I let motherfuckers tell me what I should be doing, I'll be strung out on the corner somewhere.
Right.
And another thing I don't do is I do not pump fake for anybody. And what I mean by that is I don't have to show you the good all the time. I don't have to show you the bad. But what I can do is just come to you makeup free, titties out, because that's what I do anyway.
Right, exactly.
Right? And be myself. And what happens is when you have a real conversation with people, not only is there understanding, honestly, respect is given.
Right. Right.
Because
That's what
I
it's
believe if
about.
you give respect,
Right.
you'll get it automatically.
Right. Right. That's how you
So
build.
that's how you build. And like I said, when we lay foundations, we lay it on with brick. At least that's where I come from. You do it with brick. Now, again, I don't knock people for not knowing. I damn sure don't judge people. But what I do is I challenge people, because the way I look at it is we don't have to argue about it, right?
Right.
It's a discussion. And if we don't agree on something, guess what? It's okay. And see, a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
people,
Yeah. I know. You know how it is nowadays, man,
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
you know,
Like,
social media and
let's
stuff
take
like
me and
that.
you, for example.
It's the
Me and
debate era, you know what I mean?
let's take me and you, for example, Buddha Black. We had a little,
right.
we had a little situation. You know what I mean?
What
It was a,
situation we
we
had
had,
though? Let's get, cause I don't feel like we did
boy,
though. What situation we had? Cause you
let
know,
us stop.
I'm a real dude, man. That kind of like, I've been out here, so I kind of been in way worse situations. So I'm trying to figure out what
I'm playing with
situation.
you, but what I'm saying is,
What
it's very.
happened?
I'm playing with you. I'm just playing with you. What
Are you
happens
talking
is,
about that $20, man?
are you?
Stand up
Can
right
I
now.
finish
Stand up,
though?
then. Stand
You
up. Stand
so
up right now,
Why
then.
you
Stand
so
up.
defeatable? Why you so defensive? But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
why you
What you
act
were
like you
saying?
didn't know
My
what I'm
bad.
talking
Go
about?
ahead.
And then that's what niggas do. I'm so sick of y'all. Like, that's all y'all do is lie. All y'all do. I don't know what you talking about. Oh, you talking about that time? That specific one time? Like,
Yo, chill.
that's why
Nah, I
ain't
be
nobody trying to
chilling,
have no
man.
babies with y'all, because I don't want no lying ass baby.
Right. Yo,
Have Buddha Black baby, that baby lying. Mommy, I ain't do that. You talking about the time I did that? Come on, let that go, mommy. Like, don't do that. Like, I'm not
hey,
gonna do that.
man, I'm gonna beat his behind, man. You better sit down. You better stop disrespecting his mama. I told him
How you
already.
feel about popping kids now? They say, you can't be popping your kids now.
Yeah, I know. It's
They
my
say
brother go through it
it
right
stunt
now. Listen,
their
my
mental
brother, right?
growth and their
My brother
emotional
just
growth.
had my brother, he live in Cali too.
Okay.
And he just had another daughter, my little niece. And
Okay.
that's like how like we wasn't raised like that. Like we got popped off on my papa, he boxed and all that. So, he was on a whole nother level with it.
Yeah.
We wasn't that bad though, cause we stayed in line because his hits hurt.
Yeah.
But yo, listen, my brother, like he trying to do it different with his daughters and stuff like that. And when I pick up the phone, I just hear him screaming in the background and all this. He just like, okay, just calm down now. Go in the corner. I'm like, yo. I'm like, man, but
Obi-Wan Kenobi, like,
nowadays you can't it's our era. You know what I mean? You can't do it. You just can't do it. It's gonna be a new breed of
no.
kids, man.
To be honest with you, how I feel about it, I feel like I'm very intellectually sound to not do it. I think the part of generational curses is the everyday habits that we break ourselves. And what I mean by that is take the good that we had in our lives and sever the bad. So, yes, I did get popped. I got popped, of course, when things were bad or so. I didn't really, to be honest with you, I had a fantastic childhood as far as I always remember laughing. And, just being, feeling safe and secure.
Right.
That's the things that I want to bring. But as far as like the popping, I really don't want to. I feel like my child's gonna be awesome. So like they're just gonna get with the program. And I feel like if a child is sassy or come across, I have to remember it's a child, they don't know, right? So it's like they don't know. I can't look at it as they're supposed to know, or they're how Black people should say they are old soul.
Yeah,
but
hey, let me tell you something though. Like right now, I done been with different females, right? That got kids, right? So I'm gonna tell you like this. Sometimes with them kids, man. Sometimes with these jits, you understand? You know, I'm from Miami, man. We call these little kids jits out here. Sometimes with these jits, sometimes they just bad in the motherfucker, man. You understand? They go in your room, they stealing shit. You understand? They playing around.
They got it from somewhere.
I'm talking about with the door locked. Listen, way too fly. The door is locked. They break in the room. Are you serious? Listen, let me tell you something, man. Shit like that, I immediately start thinking about my grandma and my papa and how they popping off. I immediately just, you know what I mean? I get into that mode and I'm like, you know what? I don't blame their mama right now. I don't blame her right now, man.
Yeah.
Because they bad as hell.
I mean,
You understand?
the fortunate
But
thing
let me tell
is,
you something. I've been in a situation where I'm telling her like, hey, listen, popping off on them, and that ain't gonna really do nothing. Cause I done told different females like, listen, you don't want your kids like these is humans. You don't want them to be like a dog. You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't want to you don't want to be like you gotta pop off on them just to get them to do something all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
tell them sometimes you gotta chill on that, and try to do it another way. Or
Are
when they
the
get a
now are
certain
these
way, certain
women
age, don't do that.
are these women that you're dating and they have children, or these are do you have children?
Nah, I got step kids out here, man. I ain't got no children, man.
How do you what do you mean you have stepkids out here? You've been married?
Nah, I ain't been married, but I got kids that I've been around. Like I've been with their mama, you know what I mean? I'm
So
not
why
gonna
do you
just
call
stop
them
looking
stepkids
out
if
for them.
you didn't
I feel
marry
like
them?
they my step kids. I've known them, you know what I mean? I've known them for if I've been with their mama maybe for like 2 years or something like that.
So
I
are
know the
you
kid.
so are you actively still in these children's lives? Like the
I mean,
same.
yeah, some of them I still talk to on the phone. Yeah, why not, man? These black kids, I'm not gonna just stop talking to them. You know?
No, I just find it interesting because I've
Yeah,
had
yeah,
stepchildren but
yeah,
I
I
was
do.
married. So that's why I was
Even if
like,
I'm with another chick, right?
mm-hmm.
If they remember, you got Facebook and all that. If they hollering at me on the Facebook, they calling me every now and then. Like, yeah, I'm finna pick that phone call up. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? And if financially, it's not like I ain't saying they daddy might be around. Just maybe when I was around, he wasn't. You feel what I'm
Okay.
saying? But they pops might be around or whatever, but they still holler
So
at me.
you're not necessarily a stepfather. You're more like a father figure in their
Yeah,
lives.
yeah, yeah. That's just how I said. Just using my,
Because
that's
stepfather,
just
I'm
my
thinking
drip.
you're taking on the responsibility, meaning you're still giving the mother money, you're still helping them in that
Nah, we
way.
ain't going that deep. Nah, we ain't going that deep. Cause
Oh,
if
okay.
we separated and something like that, unless it's just something real crazy or real, 911 emergency. But if we separated, nah. But the kids still
How many
communicate
kids
with me.
are you referring to as stepchildren?
I know right now I talked to a total of, let me see, Harlem, Peterson, Joel, JJ, Janaya, 2, 3, 4, 5, about seven. About seven.
So you are
It's crazy too, man. It ain't crazy, but
you wait, I'm
it
trying,
give me a
let me
lot of work to
digest
do.
it. Let me digest it.
All right, all right, all right.
Listen, you are actively in the lives of 7 kids that are not biologically yours. And
What you mean by active?
active, you said, you'll pick the phone or,
Oh yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
can,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
actively. Okay. So, I mean, they can
Money
call
too,
or whatever.
money too, money too,
Oh, okay. Money too. Okay.
money too. Not
Okay.
all that, but what I can. I'm gonna let you go ahead. My fault. Keep
Okay.
stopping you. Sorry about that.
So, this is why we have these conversations about the 100,000, because here's the thing, right?
Right.
Your influence, as small as it may be, or as big as it may be, is still
Right.
impactful, right? And I believe that when we do things that have a plan, right? When
Right.
you invest in a way that's beneficial to you, because like you said, we come up with 100 grand, why not flip it and make 200 grand? Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
I get it. When you walk away or when you leave things, it's easy to do for a car. That's why we was laughing at TB. We was like, yeah, TB,
Right.
you should have just left the car. Or TB was tripping about the Hulu account, stuff like that, because these
Right.
things are inanimate, right?
Right.
They're just objects. Kids, though, I mean, like
It's serious, man.
living
It's
human
serious.
beings that
Right.
need someone to be in their life pretty much every day, like how the mom is there and stuff. And because
Yeah.
my thing is, if you are there, and you're not there, that means someone else is there. And now you have an influx of people that are coming. How is that beneficial to children's development?
What you mean by influx? What you mean, just like a lot of people?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she's not alone. I'm pretty sure if she, I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
I feel like a woman that I feel like a woman that has a man around their child that is not the father in a relationship, and they take on the role of the whole stepdaddy thing or so. I feel like they can do that again.
You feel like, I mean, most time, I mean, listen, we in the real world. You and I both know what's going on, so they do that again. We know that. You know what I mean? Like, they living out here. That's a whole woman right there. Like, you know what I mean? That's a person that got needs and stuff like that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and let me tell you something though. It's listen, sometimes I could tell the kind of the toll it take on the kids. I don't want to say it like that though, because I don't want to.
What's wrong with? Hold on, Buddha Black. Let me ask you something. What's wrong with speaking candidly? What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying, when it comes to the single black women like that, like I see they go through a lot though. You feel what I'm saying?
What do you think that they go through?
I mean, listen, man, it's not easy dealing with them kids, all them different personalities like that.
So and then you got do you believe sympathy should be
nope, because in the real relationship with me and her, this just me and you talking. I know what you're talking about. No. I'm not talking like this. You understand what I'm saying? I'm being,
I just want you to feel like I want you to be free to talk. Like listen.
Nah, I'm just, I am, and I'm expressing my feelings though too. I do feel like that sometimes. I might not, I ain't acting like that with her, and she might, but me and you talking. Yeah. I'm just going off based on what I've been seeing from the years of me being with different females that's in these situations. Yeah. I see little things. I notice little things about the kids or whatever, attention issues and stuff like that. And
are you attracted to women that have children?
Man, I'm just like whatever, you know what I'm saying? If she got kids, like whatever, but if she don't, because I don't have women that ain't have kids, not a lot, but I don't been in a situation like that.
So you've been in more relationship with women with children than you have with women without children.
Yeah, okay.
And like is it easier to be with women with? See, I always peg that men like women with children because then her attention is on the kids more so than her being an FBI agent on you.
That's like, yeah.
I can do my dirt.
That's there too.
I can shucky ducky. Do my dirt on the seaside.
Hey.
Wow, she take care of these kids. I think it's a cop-out because my thing is you should try out a girl that does have children because goddamn well she ain't gonna have none of that.
Let me tell you something, one that don't got children, that's one thing, boy. Oh, you get all the attention, boy, and she gonna stick to you like white on rice, boy. You got to answer that phone. She already know what's going on. You understand? You got to call her. All that. You feel what I'm saying?
So, but my thing is this: why would a man not want attention? Because this is how I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking like this. We together, Buddha Black. Okay. This type of woman I am. Okay. I am what you call, if I had to say the nice term of it, I would say I'm affectionate. So I'm the type of person where, like, if we're laying down, I'm rubbing on your ear. If you're eating something and something's about to drop, I'm about to rush over and pick up. Like, I will literally lick it off your face. Like, I'm very invasive. Man. Yeah, I'm like an invasive, affectionate person. Like if you got a boogie in your nose, I'm getting it. Like there's just nothing.
Yeah, I know you're tight. Yeah,
that's saying get a man some space because it's like if I love you, I fuck with you the long way. So
right.
It's like I want you to be receptive and understanding that when I give you this affection, it's because I solely want to give it to you.
Right.
Now,
right.
When men, you know, like I said, that's why I was kind of saying with the men with children thing. I find it interesting because men will be with children and be like, "Oh my God, you ain't got no time to give me the chunky monkey. You ain't got no time to give me the soggy chocolate chip."
Yo,
right?
right.
But you could have had that with a woman that didn't have any children. So it makes.
All right, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Listen. Let me tell you something.
Let
Now
me listen to it.
you could not look because I don't have. You could be affectionate. I just recently got out of something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she could be affectionate, right? That's cool, right? But if she needy, then that's gonna bug me out. You know, she could be if she too clingy. It's like, cause I'm a sad. I need my space a little bit. Like you know what I'm saying? I ain't. You could be affectionate and all that. You already know what that's gonna lead up to. If you keep playing around, you already know what that's gonna lead up to. You understand?
Why can't I give you a hug and a kiss without a need?
No, I'm talking about in a good way though. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna lead up to something good. No. But what I'm telling you is that's cool, but when she needy, you know what I mean? It's just like she can't do nothing without I got to be there. I got to.
But
okay,
isn't that the
I want to
same
coach,
thing
but
with
I
a
don't want to have
woman
to
with some
quarterback.
kids?
I could coach, but I don't want to have to quarterback all the time. You understand?
But wait, Buddha Black, answer my question real quick.
Wow.
Isn't that the same? Isn't the same thing that you're describing will be with a woman that have children? Because it's inverse.
I'm just saying that a woman that's like that, period. Because you got women that got children that's like that. You understand? And they might not necessarily be paying.
Fuck all the bullshit. Stop. Buddha Black, in 3 words, what are the 3 things a woman have to have? Go. 3 words.
Why you? I don't answer stuff like that, man. I can't listen. I'm too long-winded. I can't.
Why
I gotta
can't you
think
can't
before
come?
I say
What
something.
okay, all right, hold on. What are the 3 non-negotiables? Like if you got these 3 things, we ain't even going past hello.
All right, hold on. Let me think.
Go ahead, take it down.
Let me think. If she ain't my type, like body wise, then
body wise. Okay, so physical attraction.
Let me see. Gold digger mentality. Selfish. No.
So I guess I'm out now, Jimmy.
Look, I'm just letting you know that right there. No. We ain't doing that because teamwork make the dream work. Teamwork.
But you just said something about 100K.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. You see, a gold digger, I can't see a gold digger. She ain't gonna have 100K after 3 years. She gonna have 0. She ain't gonna have 100K. The 100K gonna be fun.
So 100K, we got physical
now if she don't, because I like my women thick. You know what I mean? I like big girls. I like thick girls. I like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So if she too small, I ain't gonna be with it.
Okay, so
body type and gold digger mentality. I ain't fucking with that. Excuse my language. And let me think. I know it's a third one. Cause I don't really be tripping like that about too much, man. Cause I done been through a lot for all these relationships. In these relationship streets, I done been through a lot, man. So I don't know. I don't
spit it out,
all type of. Listen, a lot of different personalities, man. All type of different crazy.
So she can't be a schizo. She cannot be too small.
How can I say she can't be crazy when all y'all crazy? That's impossible.
I mean, well, Buddha, we got it from you. So
this what I'm gonna say. Her crazy got to be at below 50%, not at 80%, not at. I don't even want it at 50. Her crazy got to be below 50.
How can you determine crazy if you just met her?
No, wait, stop.
I ain't saying that.
That's what happens when I let you in. Can I at least bring you in right now? Listen.
I figure
we got stuff on the line.
First off, when you just meet somebody, it's like, look, okay, if we just get in the sun, okay, me and Steffi just, we in the sun, right? Mm-hmm. I can't, how I'm gonna know you in one day? How I'm finna know you how I'm gonna just know you in 1 week? It take time. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't. So
you're talking about immediate crazy.
I'm feeling you. We feeling each other.
You're talking about immediate crazy. You're talking about like within a reasonable amount of time. Let's quantify it and say like 120 days. If you are beyond 50% on the crazy meter, you gotta go.
Yeah. Nah, we ain't doing it.
That's
We
fair.
ain't done.
I'm not mad at that. Okay, listen. We have Stephanie on the line.
Yo.
Because clearly I need help with Buddha Black. All right.
Right.
You
I
know,
done been in this situation. I've been in this situation, man.
Buddha Black been through
Man
some
in the
shit,
middle.
and it's all good. Listen, we gotta pay some bills real quick. You guys are vibing with Two Fly. Over here, we're gonna keep it all the way 100 because I feel like at the end of the day, that's the one thing that us Black people don't have is the ability to speak without
You
being
did.
disrespectful. We get to know each other a little bit better, learn some gems, get to know what makes us tick. And to be honest with you, a lot of us are really all the same. And what I mean by all the same is we're all great. We all want the best things that we can have in life, and we always want to do better. So with that being said, if you guys want to be a guest on the show, hit the Cash App. It's in the banner right there, Studio 828. You can donate to the show. You do whatever you want. I have the link. Give me 1 second. Let me actually post it again. So that way you guys can comment on, whoops. Damn, man. Okay, there we go. So if you guys want to jump in, shout out to Dirty Broke 215, MCM, Chris, everybody, the usual suspects that come in and show love all the time. And yeah, so the question was, or should I say it wasn't a question, it was a part 2 to the first live that I did with TB. TB had said that a woman should have 100,000 to get his genetic material. But I took it a step further and figured, you know what, that is an interesting figure. Consider that the national average says that a child from birth to 18 is 250,000. So to get, a leg up, whew, I thought, hell, motherfucker, yeah. So, Steph, do you have children, Steph?
No.
Okay. You gotta say it like that.
Why you look like
I'm
Why you look
young.
like that?
You ain't got
I'm
a
young,
little
and I don't believe that I would have kids without even having any type of money saved up in
Right.
general.
Right.
Okay.
52 weeks in a year. He said, so he didn't give a timeline. But if
Exactly.
he's
Well,
expecting,
that's what made it funny is that he didn't give a timeline, and people got these messages I was getting in my inbox were bananas because I said he didn't say a time. Motherfuckers like, ain't nobody gonna do that in a year. I was like, who said a year?
a year, you would have to save up $1,923.
Well, I
a
think
week.
the funny thing was this. This was what made it funny. It was really based off of how bad you want to have a baby, because maybe during the savings you might change your mind. A woman might literally change her mind, and we all know that sometimes women are just hell bent on having niggas kids. Like that's just like it's a non-negotiable. It's like, nigga, I'm having your baby. Like, so
Yeah.
it was
Trying to box him in.
It was to
I don't think it's about locking him in.
I said
it's not about
boxing
locking
him
in.
in.
Boxing. I don't think it's about that either.
You right. It ain't locking him in. She knows she ain't gonna lock him in, but she could box him in.
You it's not about that either, because you can't. A child won't make a man stay.
True, but we all know how
it'll keep him in her matrix though. You feel what I'm saying?
Bingo.
Keep him in her matrix.
Because let me tell you something. You have some women out here that have children, literally have children, just to showcase to the world that someone loved them enough to nut in them. Like, that's how pathetic some women have.
It wasn't
the
love,
reason.
because a nigga pop a perk, and we at the club, we lit, we go back, we fucking, and the baby then comes 9 months later. Like, what?
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
Love.
One thing women have to. One thing about me, right and right, wrong is wrong, and women are disingenuous in this notion. You have to understand and this is an old school saying. I mean, this is something my grandpa and grandma used to say. A woman could select her child's father, but a man selects his wife. And so if you do come up pregnant, you have options. If you don't want to abort, you can adopt. If you don't want to do something, you have plan B. So we like to, one thing with me, I do not excuse stupidity. And what I mean by that is when I hear someone say, oh, well, 9 months. Now, some people take 9 months to save up to go to the Bahamas. Some people take 9 months to change jobs. So it's enough time basically to say that, oh, you could have made a decision that was sound, but see, the truth
That's
of the
true.
matter is,
But they probably didn't know. What if they didn't know?
who
What
didn't
if
know
she
what?
didn't know?
Who didn't know what?
Okay, like you got all right. Like you could have a chick. She could be pregnant, but she might ain't know she was pregnant. Maybe she found out.
If you don't know that you're pregnant,
She found
it,
out. Down
No,
the
there's
if
line.
you
somebody
don't,
I know that did not know that they were pregnant.
right, those are what you call, those are rarity situations. Those are
How
not.
that's rare when I done been in that situation and
How often have you been in that
But
situation, Buddha Boy?
you got kids?
I
I
don't
mean,
I
other
don't
than the 7?
listen. All we ain't gonna say too much. You understand what I'm
No,
saying?
I mean, no. Buddha Black, you don't have to name names. I just want you to, I
I'm
want you
just
to name a
telling you
figure.
that I done been in situations where such and such telling me, oh, I'm pregnant or something like that, and I'm like, hold
Right.
on, you feel what I'm saying?
No,
Or
I feel,
telling me, oh, I had a miscarriage and all
I
this,
feel
and
really
sending me
bad.
pictures, and I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Buddha Black, I feel really saddened by this because
I'm talking about a couple of times, and
no,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm about to drop the ball on you.
All
No,
right,
I'm about to put you up on something.
go ahead.
I feel really sad, when I hear men say this because you guys sound, oh man, it's like hearing a child talk about Christmas. Like you legit believe it. If a woman should know when she's ovulating. She should know if her
Yeah,
period is
but she
off.
not gonna tell me.
Exactly. So that's why you should really, 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 and I mean
I know
really.
what you talk about, but she'll
You
come
gonna
at
let me
when she come
finish?
to me. It's gonna be a
You gonna let me finish?
surprise, even
You
though
gonna let me
she
finish?
already knew.
But listen, but can you listen to me though?
Yeah.
1 second. It don't matter what she say because if you just said to me that you know, then that means I'm gonna stop you right there, sweetheart. You're barking up the wrong tree. You're singing to the wrong choir. That's how you handle someone like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
So
Now, see, look, way too fly. I handle it like that, or this just how I think inside. I'm
okay,
gonna handle it like that though. Outside my exterior, I'm gonna handle it. I've
okay.
handled every last situation that you talk about. That I'm telling you, about. That's exactly what you said. That's how I handle it. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
nah,
So
hold up. You feel
where's
what
the
I'm saying?
catch?
I ain't
Where the
gonna
catch
lie.
at?
I mean, I don't know if I could have been wrong maybe 1 or 2 times, but I handled it like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, what you talking about? How you don't know? How you finna just tell me
No,
you ain't know?
you
Like,
handled
come
it.
on, man.
You handled
I'm
it wrong.
I
That's
got sense. I understand what you talking about. Like, come on, man.
so then
You
why
got
would you
women
entertain it?
intuition. You know about that. What you
I
mean?
can
That's
see if you hold on, Buddha Black. I can
shit.
see if this
Fuck she
happened
talking
one time.
about.
Buddha Black, listen. I can see if this happened one time. When it happens twice, it's like, oh, the joke's on me.
More than twice, man. It's like it's almost like an episode that I know eventually. You know what I'm saying? It
So
just
then why do
it's
you
just wild
entertain
like
it?
that. It's wild like that
So do
sometimes.
you entertain it? Like, do you let them?
Nah, I'm snapping. I'm like, fuck you mean? Like
Why would
sometimes
you
it
snap if
depends
you
on
know
what
it's
more.
bullshit?
Hold on, say that again.
Why? Why are you snapping if you know it's bullshit? Why you not? Why you not laughing? I'd been laughing.
Nah, you know why I wasn't laughing? Because maybe at that particular time in my life, maybe because of how I was living, I was not in no laughing mode like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because
But you
maybe
knew.
because of
But
how I
wait,
was living, I wasn't in that
you
mode.
knew. Hold on, Buddha Black. So that way, I'm regurgitating what you're telling me. So
Mm-hmm.
you knew when she came to you, like, dude, this is bullshit. Like, I'm pretty sure you're old enough to know whether you're pregnant or not. That happened the first
Mm-hmm.
time. So of course, the first time, you didn't know. So now you know. You have what you call informational awareness. Now, once you hear something and you know how to respond to it, it's always going to be the same response, right? It's just like us driving the truck.
Right.
We know if we
I
look
got another
down off
question.
our fucking look down the road, we know how to assess traffic. We know if we do look at our phones a little too long, we start to veer. It don't matter. 20 years in the
Right.
game, 2 years in, we just know this because it happens one time. You can get fucking freaked out one time and the shit ain't gonna happen again because it's not gonna be on your watch. Are you telling me that past this time, this one
Hold
time
on.
that you had it,
Okay. Go ahead. Let me
that
let you finish.
times after this, right? You're snapping out at what? Are you snapping out because it's happening to you? You're trying to figure out why do women be coming up saying they're pregnant to me? Like, is that
Nah,
what you're
I
snapping
ain't
out?
thinking like
Or
that. Nah, I don't think like that. It's just I'm thinking about what she's saying to me. You feel what I'm saying? And deciphering that. Like, okay, you talking about okay, like you saying, oh, okay, I done missed my period or stuff like that, or you telling me, oh, you pregnant or something like that, and I'm like, okay, well, damn, like, what's up? And then, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how, like, you know, I know what I've been doing, so I'm like, how this
So you've been
happening when I
having
know
protective
how I'm
sex. Hold
carrying
on.
it,
So
I know
you've been
how we
having
doing
protective
it.
sex. Hold on. You've been having protective sex, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
you feel what I'm saying. Even if that, I'm pulling out, like I'm
Then you're
doing it
not
right.
having protective sex.
I know how to do. I know how to move.
You don't know
I've
how to
been
do.
doing this. I'm a
Buddha,
vet.
Do
we're
you
You
not
know
feel what I'm
Buddha.
pre-cum
saying?
can cause
Buddha,
No,
pregnancy?
no, I don't want to. No,
we're
that
not
ain't
gonna
gonna
do this,
do that.
Buddha. Buddha, we're not gonna
I'm
do
using
this.
protection. Listen. I know what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I
What do
know
you
what ain't
do,
happening.
Buddha? You don't know what you're doing because you're having
Yes,
these
I do.
conversations with these ladies.
What are you talking about?
You don't know what you're doing if they're coming to you saying that they're pregnant.
All
Are you
right, hold
using a
on.
pull-out
Listen to me.
method and condoms?
Yes, I'm using condoms. Yeah.
No.
Buddha, you are
The first one
Buddha.
you skipped. You using the pull-out method and condoms?
Listen, you know how it is.
No,
Sometimes
we
in the
don't.
morning,
No, we
look,
don't. No.
in the
You dead
morning
out
it
there.
be hard. In the morning it's hard sometimes because ain't nothing there. Ain't like you think I'm finna get up and go to the gas station in the morning. Stop. Come
Why don't
You
on,
don't
you?
got a
Why?
box
man.
next to
Okay,
your
so wait.
bed?
What happened? Say it again.
You don't got a box next to your bed? In
You
the
said I ain't
drawer?
got boxes.
Like in your wallet?
Why are you
Like
Listen,
not
yeah,
prepared?
man. But just
If
you
you
know,
are
sometimes
you just
slipping
carry
listen,
two
and
for
sometimes
the
it's
night?
crazy.
dipping,
But I do use protection. I use protection more than I'm doing that. So I already know what's going on. Then it's not like I'm over there. It's not like I'm living with her. You feel what I'm saying?
Buddha,
I'm coming through every now and then. I know what I'm doing. It's like, nah, you
Buddha,
ain't finna,
Buddha,
Pre-cum
you ain't finna cross me up.
Buddha,
causes
Buddha,
pregnancy.
baby. Listen, Buddha,
I
listen.
know
This
way
is
too fly.
Buddha.
I
This is
know what I'm
why.
doing with mine.
This is
I know what I'm
why
doing with
I
mine.
listen to me. This is why you need to fuck with a chick like me. You know why you need to fuck with someone like me? I'm not. If I can't tell you something right, I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Buddha.
All right, go ahead.
It's Buddha. The only person that's at fault in all of this
Watch
is
this.
you.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know.
not them. I don't fault
I
them. You
didn't
know
say it
why?
was
Because
nobody's
they're
fault.
looking.
I didn't
Listen
say
to
it
me.
was anybody's fault.
I know. Listen to me, Buddha. We having a connection right now.
Yeah, but I ain't say it
Buddha.
was nobody's fault.
I know you didn't, but I'm going to say it because you you don't have to say it. I'm going to say it.
Yo,
This is 100,000% you. You are putting
hey,
yourself.
way too fly, yo. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead. My
Cool.
bad.
Listen, it's you, boo. Buddha.
Oh
It's
man.
you. And I'm gonna tell you
You need
why
to
it's
have a
you.
conversation with
Because you
the
Oh
are
gas
what you
man.
station.
call
I'm bugging.
listen to me. You are a glutton for punishment. For some odd reason, I don't know if it's it's weird what I'm about to say. You're a glutton for punishment. Something like that only
Why you saying that?
has to happen once. And let me tell you something. You could be out the door with it. But if this has happened multiple times, this is you.
I'm saying, hold on. Wait. And you know what? Listen, you right. You understand what I'm saying? You right. But nah, it ain't really no but. You
Buddha, this
right.
is
You
not
know
a
what I
right or
mean?
wrong
You right,
situation.
man. You right,
It's
bro.
not a right or
You right.
wrong situation. This is what you call
Let me tell you something. I told myself it was my fault. You know, listen, we talking about I'm a human.
I know.
Just like
That's why
y'all.
I'm
What
not.
you think I'm not thinking with my brain too? Like
I
I'm
You need to
know,
have a
but
conversation with the gas station right now because
nah,
ain't
listen,
no way
Buddha.
that you
Steffi,
The
having
pro,
condoms and still getting
man.
but
people
Relax,
pregnant.
Buddha, you
man.
know what's
Stop.
sad? I'm gonna tell you what's sad. What's sad is that we deal with things internally because we are too proud to say, "Hey,
what you
hold on, Buddha. Let me
all right.
damn nigga. Listen, we be
Nah, you
too."
trying to I'm too proud now. Like,
No,
come
look, you're
on.
not, and this is what the proud. Listen to me. This is what the pride is. The pride is
Oh my
it's.
God. You
Listen to
still
me.
putting
You
that on me.
gotta, in order
You
for you to
still
receive
giving me that
anything,
jacket.
but in order for you to receive something, you have to be vulnerable to it. And what I mean by vulnerable is you gotta hear what's going on. I'm not using no curse words. I'm not clowning you. I'm not I'm not doing none of that. To me, this is serious because I look at it as whether you knew or not. What you clearly don't realize is that you are a brother that don't have someone to talk to about with this. Does that make sense? Like, it's like you're keeping this to yourself and you're working it out with yourself.
Hold
and the
on,
truth of the matter is,
you're
I'm
not
the
to my
only
niggas
person.
about it. Like, nah,
Buddha,
like,
whoa, Buddha, wait, you gotta receive this. Listen to me.
All right.
You're not the only one. You have women that think like this. You have men that think like this. And when we take out, because this is one thing that niggas do that I can't stand, will clown someone for not necessarily knowing or not having the know-how to communicate it. And my biggest thing is,
you're right. You know, that's
you know what
how
I'm saying?
that's the
So
culture.
my
That's
biggest
the
thing is
culture.
I get real serious on shit like this because I'm like, hold up, somebody trying to get my black king.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Nah.
Listen to me.
You right.
I get tight like that because you know
right.
why? Because a woman like me who does not have children, who's looking for a king to hold me down, stuff like that, I hear the pain in your voice and I get fucking tight, yo. I get tight. I don't like nobody doing that to my black. I swear to God, it gets me tight.
Man.
It does.
Because
who the fuck gonna have your back? Who's gonna have your back? More than you. You have to be vulnerable to other people doing it. That is how a village grow. That's how a kingdom rise. We have to stop acting as if we don't all go through the same shit. And the minute that we put the pride aside, like I said, it's a pride thing. It's like, yo, God, I ain't doing. We got push that.
Hey, I know. I ain't gonna lie. You know, that's our culture, man. You know, that's how it is.
So
and, you know,
if that's your so now that I know that you know that, right? This is what I need you to do. Buddha Black, I'm Too Fly. Nice to meet you. At any given time, whether it's on camera, off camera, IG. I mean, you're not giving me my number because you don't know how to pull out, brother. Okay, so I can't be hanging out with you like that. But until you prove otherwise, you are more than welcome to hit me up. And if you just want to conversate and talk about shit on a straight platonic level,
hey, hold on.
What? What the fuck?
Hey, hold on, chill. Hey, chill. Hey, hold on. Way Too Fly, chill. Hey, check this out. Way Too Fly, check this out. You tripping right now, man. You thought I can't pull out, like, cut it out, man. That is just a story that I'm sharing with y'all.
Oh, so
I'm
it's
not running around here. I'm a vet out here. I'm a vet, man. Period.
What does that even mean?
You know what I'm saying?
A plan B. Hold on.
Is,
what?
What that mean is, believe me, I'm not out here creating no responsibilities that I don't want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here.
But you goddamn close to
I
that.
ain't no sexual deviant. None of that. I ain't
Listen, let me tell you something.
I ain't doing nothing.
You are dancing with the devil with gasoline draws on.
That was back in the day. Listen, that was back in the days, man.
Okay, you know, so if you're straight, you know, if you're listen,
I was a young black man out here. You know,
if you're straight, then all power to you, and we can move on amicably. Okay.
Hey. Yeah, nah, I ain't doing
awesome that. Sauce. All right, so stuff.
Yo, that was deep, man. That was
deep, it get like that sometimes.
Yo, that was deep. You was right though. You was right though. Like a lot of them points them serious points you had, like you right. You know, that's our community though.
Like I said, at the end of the day, all we got is each other. That's what I keep hearing the pro-black and the people and the niggas in the hood niggas say. Right. We all we got. Oh, okay, cool. So I'm gonna put your money where your mouth is. I'm here. I showed up.
Right. But listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like, see a female with no kids, like y'all, I like. Y'all be on point. Y'all got a lot of sense. Y'all be on point, and y'all be very mindful or conscious in how y'all move. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's actually what I like about. Yeah, that's what I like about females. Like that's what I like about y'all when y'all, because I know y'all. That's why. And see, people like even like when I said I was like, oh, you know, if she ain't got no kids, she crazy, and I was saying stuff like that. You know, it was just a joke. Because, you know, on the other side, if she don't have no kids, she's also, you know, she's conscious of, you know, about what she
But see, you know when I hear you say that you're joking, hold on, hear me out, Buddha. When I hear that you're saying that that's a joke and stuff, what saddens me is that, because I'll take you back. I'm gonna take you back. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready for that?
Go ahead.
He was like, yo, Too Fly, like if I see you at the fuel aisle, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to shoot my shot. Now, what if my dumb ass believe you, give you all of me, and here you motherfucking
How you dumb though? Cause you did that. How you dumb?
I don't because I'm listening to you now. See, having conversation like this before we go to bed is very crucial. You get what I'm saying? See how me and you.
What I'm saying, what's making you feel that way though? Tell me.
Because I'm listening to you, and all
what
I
am
heard,
I saying that's making you think?
I'm telling you what it is. Let me tell you. You'll say something, I'll challenge you on it. You'll backtrack and say, "Oh, I was joking," or "That was an old time," or "Wait, I wasn't doing that right now." I'm trying to have a straight up conversation with you in the moment right now. I ain't trying to go down memory lane with you.
All right, what you mean? I don't want. That's just something I brought up. Like,
okay, but that's what I'm saying. If you're not about that, what it's like listening to someone talk about, yo, I was in jail 15 years ago. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about that now for? You work a full-time motherfucking job, you paying taxes. Nigga, you ain't a convict no more. Let that shit go. You paid your debt to society. Yeah. That's why they not on your ass no more.
Too hard. Way too hard. I'm gonna call you for
It's not way too hard. It's way too real. Why are we talking about if I'm trying to go out with you, if I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and every time I have a conversation with you, you're talking about something that is not a part of your psyche anymore, what are we doing?
Right. See, that's how I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna just say, all right.
Girl, yeah. I'm done with Buddha Black. Go ahead, Steffi. What you talking about, dog?
I'm listening.
I mean, shit. I hope. Listen, everyone, hit the like button, share this shit. Y'all need to understand that I love y'all. I love my black people. I'm hard on y'all because y'all be full of shit, and y'all ain't pulling that shit on me. And I feel as though at the end of the day, if we hold each other accountable, oh fuck, we gonna be we gonna be a motherfucking problem. That's why I do that. I do that because of what, like I said, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I'm not gonna sit up here and let anybody pull some bullshit on me when I know at the end of the day we're all human beings. So you ain't gotta talk no fly shit.
All right,
the
thing.
Just keep
all
it
right,
real.
You were saying the thing about the funeral though, like what I was saying, like what you mean though, remember like what you were saying though, like
what?
When you were saying that I was okay, you was bringing up the scenario about the fuel out thing and like how I was saying, yeah.
I was saying okay, so because that's where we got a little hot and heavy.
Right.
We got heavy because first of all, I'm older. I'm not going to divulge how old I am, but I am older. Yeah. And I've learned that being nice gets you way more honey. Okay. And I'm not going to front. I love compliments. I believe that at the end of the day, my looks could not be what they are. My, body type cannot be. So I'm appreciative. God created all this.
Right.
Natural. All right. This is like, this ain't abstract. Okay. This is detailed information. Okay. And I live in the psyche of when a man approaches me, he means it wholeheartedly. I don't think he's trying to smash me or whatever, even though I should. But what I've learned is that a lot of times men are being genuine in the first approach because you guys have what I call integrity at the end of the day. Right. You guys judge a woman on the first approach. So the minute she opened up her mouth, y'all know in 10 seconds, oh, I know exactly how to get in your drawers. Or, oh, you a conscious woman. Or, oh, you a hoe. Y'all know that. That is a thing that I've learned that you guys know unequivocally. So what I do is I always remain the same. I'm just always cool. Now, do I take it further with people? I can be honest and say I don't. So for all the gentlemen out there, if you see me in the fuel aisle, I will be polite. If you tell me my booty popping, I'm going to say I be doing those squats. Yeah. But it leaves there because I have a job to do. I'm on the clock and I got to get my bread. So you said something along the lines of, oh, well, you wouldn't give, me a chance and the niggas that you fuck with. It's not that niggas have fucked me over. In fact, I have a lot more better rapport with guys than most women would, but that's because I hold myself to a high regard. And that's all that is. So, like I said, if I see you Buddha Black, it'd be, yo, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, no, we're not going to have a love connection, even though it may be a twinkle in my eyes and yours, but I would definitely respect you and appreciate the compliment. So, that's all I was saying.
Yeah. Nah, I was just saying, like, that's just how I am. Like, if the way Trucker Brown described it, you feel what I'm saying? He was like, oh, you getting out the truck. You know what I'm saying? Something tight on. this what he's saying or whatever.
Yeah.
This is how he was describing it. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because TB has seen.
What's the
Let me
problem?
tell you how crazy TB is.
If I'm in the fuel aisle and I see you walking, yeah, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Like, what? I mean,
but why can't? Well,
why
here's my thing.
not?
What do you mean shoot your shot? Shoot your shot speaking, or you trying to get my number?
I'm saying I'm speaking. You know, whatever comes out of me speaking and hollering at her, if a number come out of that, cool. You feel what I'm saying?
So why? So Buddha Black, are you capable of seeing a beautiful woman at the fuel aisle and just speaking and going about your business?
I mean, yeah. I mean that. Yeah. I'm listening.
How many numbers have you gotten at the fuel island?
I don't get no numbers at the fuel aisle. You know what I'm saying?
Buddha, you're a liar. Yo, I fucking hate talking to you. Yo, you're like my cousins. Yo, you be lying.
What, man? Who number I'm getting? I'm at the fuel aisle getting fuel. Who number I'm getting at the fuel aisle? Talk to me. Tell me.
You just said if you see me, you're gonna try to get mine. That's one.
I'm just saying. I'm saying if the scenario came up,
okay,
yeah,
I know for this. I know that if it was a girl that was thick, she don't look like she into no Gucci and gold, and she look like she can walk in a straight line to go to the fuel aisle and come back. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying I haven't done it though. No, I haven't done it, but I would if it was a scenario like that, like how y'all explaining it, and I'm in there like that. Yeah, and if you know, but it just gotta happen. It's natural, man. Like I don't force this, man. I ain't forcing.
So you telling me it's natural for you to walk up to someone that's fueling and say, "Hey, what's up?"
Nah, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. If
but
she
that's
fueling,
the scenario
I'm not
we're
doing
talking about.
I thought he was saying if she was getting, he was saying that okay, you got out the truck and you was like walking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think he was saying that you was actually fueling the truck. You feel what I'm saying?
When I get out fuck the fuel out.
That's what I'm saying. Like I ain't even
time out. Hold on, wait. Forget the fuel out because that's a short amount of time. Meaning people are going in and out anyway. Let's say I'm like going to go get a shower or I'm going to get something to eat.
Yeah. Then
okay.
Yeah. But not when you getting fuel, like you doing something. I'm not
cool. We passed that, bro. Listen, let it go. We're past it. We're talking about I'm going to I parked the truck.
Yeah.
I'm walking to go get a shower. I'm waiting for a shower. You know how long it can be sometimes at Love's and shit like that. Yeah. I'm sitting enjoying 20 minutes. What's up? What's happening?
Yeah. If listen, let me give you the scenario. If
how you gonna change the guy? I'm the show. I'm the host. You can't change the scenario. You gotta answer that one, and then I will consider you changing a different scenario. Let's answer the first one.
So what you saying? Okay, so where you at then? Where you at right now? You saying you inside the truck stop?
Yes.
And I'm in the truck stop. We waiting in the line.
No, okay, yeah, we're waiting in line.
Yeah, we waiting in line. If let me think. Yeah, it's just to me it gotta be there. Like I mean, even if listen, it gotta be natural. Like I gotta see you, you gotta see me. Especially if I see that's what I want, and if I feel connected to it, I'ma holler at you. I'ma holler at you in the line. You know, I'm gonna start a conversation with you. You feel what I'm saying?
60 seconds. You gonna get somebody's number in
60 seconds or not?
It takes about 2 to 5 minutes to get out of the store. 60 seconds is what you probably have in the line. You got 60 seconds. You gonna get my number in
man,
60 seconds?
Listen, them lines don't go that fast, especially if it's packed. Me and her in the line.
You know that
we didn't have all of this in the scenario.
Here's the thing you're not considering. Here's the thing you're not considering, and I want to address TY by saying way too fly seem gullible. You know what's funny? That is no, I want you to laugh because I'm about to blow your mind with this. That's the look that I have to play half you motherfuckers. I look like, oh my God, where's the fuel? And the dude comes up.
Y'all better believe
think he's gonna mac me, right? Think he's just gonna mac me. Like, I didn't hear nothing about you saying, you know what, if I strike up a conversation and we both have something in common, or I strike up a conversation, whatever, and it vibes, you're saying, I looked at you, I want you, so therefore I'm going to talk. You have no regard of how the woman feels. You don't know she lost her mama, lost her car, lost her dog, lost her job, lost her cash. None of that. Y'all motherfuckers just say, I want it, I got it, dripping like water. So what I like to do is switch it up. Hi, how are you? Hey, Buddha Black, how are you? Great. Yeah, no, I got to go. I know, right? Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I do.
Right.
Because the truth of the matter is, you don't have no fucking regard of how I'm feeling. You're not even picking up on the social cues of my facial features to see if I'm even in the mood to be
you got to
talked
pick
to.
up on that off top.
Exactly.
You got to off top. That's key.
Ooh,
That's
you
key
done
right
got
there. That's key.
got
That's
me
very
hot.
important. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, it got to be natural, because those are the natural components. Like, if she got a mean mug on her face, it don't matter how she look. I'm leaving her alone. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't the
You mean to
time
tell
right
me if
now.
someone has you mean to tell me if someone has a look on their face that says, please leave me alone, you're gonna fucking disregard it and still speak?
You got guys that do that, man. And it's
That's
just
a
so
lie.
crazy.
I'm talking about
It's
you.
so crazy. You got guys that do it.
We talking about you though.
Me? No, hell no. I don't do that.
Oh, okay, so why are you talking about another man? Why are you talking about another man?
Look, why you coming at me like that way too, Fly? Why
Listen,
saying,
you better
what
ask some of these men to come up here and save you.
All right, then. All right, forget it. Listen, I already said I'm not doing it. I already said I'm not.
You lying because you said you would. You said if I see something I like.
If she got a mean mug on her face, I'm not finna holler at her.
But then let me ask you something. Here's the funny thing, right? What if she got the mean mug and you speaking and just speaking, saying hello, sweetheart, how you doing? Raise her fucking spirits.
Look, I ain't that type of dude. Like, if she got a mean mug, I'm just letting you know what type of dude I am. I'm not like that. I'm not that type of guy.
Here's the point I'm trying to make. This is the point I'm trying to make, right? This is what I'm trying to make. If you're a person that speaks, that's just who you are. It shouldn't matter if the person talks to you or not, because that's your characteristic at the end of the day. See, I don't change nothing for a damn motherfucker. I am a nice person by nature, meaning I speak, when people speak to me, I was raised that way. You speak back. What's the harm in that? So when men take it a step further, I always try to remind them, listen, we're at the truck stop. I'm on the 11th hour. Like, I gotta go. And I do it in a respectful way because I understand it does take the courage to approach people. And I think, again, at the end of the day,
so if I got a
not
mean
so
mug
big
on my
at
face, you still gonna talk to me, even if I got a mean mug on my face.
Yes, let me tell you something. I've had men that had mean mugs, and I'm like, why you gotta be looking like that, handsome? Come on now. The day ain't that hard.
And you just that type. That's
exactly. Be yourself. But be yourself. I don't worry about what the next
gotta be me. I'm not that type.
That's fine. But if you're not that type, that's fine.
I'm not friendly like that. Like, I'm just not. You feel what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like, if
Mario
she got a mean mug on her face,
says,
I'm gonna let her. Okay, well, just she can have her mean mug. Maybe let the next dude that's like that talk to her. Like, I'm not that dude.
Mario just saved you. Mario just saved you. Buddha, Mario just saved you. He tagged you out. Listen to this. Most melanated females have a constant resting bitch face. It makes it hard to discern sometimes. What about y'all faces?
What do you mean resting? What do you mean resting bitch face?
I guess. Do you have a resting bitch face, Stephanie? What's your resting bitch face? You gotta get the character.
That's it right there. I like that face. I don't know what he talking about. I ain't got no discern.
All right, y'all want to see my resting bitch face?
I got no discern with that face. I like that face.
My resting bitch face. Straight up, this is my resting bitch face.
You a flirt for no reason.
Listen, I don't know what he's talking about. I like that.
What you flirting for?
He tripping.
Yo, this is my resting bitch face for real. I'm like this.
Look, oh my God. Stop.
That's my bitch face.
Stop.
I do. The dude be like, yo, shorty, what's up? How you doing? I be like,
I don't like that face. I don't like that face.
A person says,
where you
like
just smile. Why can't you smile?
I be like,
that smile fake though. That smile ain't real. That ain't no real smile.
No, this is a real smile. Yo, dude, this is real. Because like I said, I can't be worried about what y'all got going on. I know I'm cool. I know
that face right there. See, now that's the face right there. See, now I know it's real. See, when you talking, now I know it's real. But that other, no. What
Buddha, you don't even, you be not knowing to pull out, when to pull out, head of kind of real. early morning. You don't know what good boy.
Listen, man. I was just sharing the moment. That's all that was.
So
I said too much.
Rayshawn says, darn, the man can't win for losing. She's laying out situations straight in the face. Men, listen, call in. Listen, the reason why I do this, I'm only poking fun. That's number one. You have to understand this is all entertainment. It's YouTube. Please don't be taking it serious, guys, because I know it's going to be a whole bunch of inboxes in my joint. Like, yo, man, that was corny what you did. Like, you ain't got to do all that. Ain't got to be that deep. We just having fun. But you guys can definitely call in because, like I said, what it does is it just opens up the dialogue. We learn from each other when we're able to have a conversation without curse words or being judgmental or anything. So you guys are more than welcome to come call in. I'm going to read some more of the comments. If you come to
he should call in since he's trolling so much.
Oh yeah, TY. He said he could the first night. Way too fly, no cap.
Call in, call up.
Let's
call up, bro, and drip, man.
And turn the camera on.
Oh, they're not gonna come on. Jesus, they gotta get ready. They do rag and fade don't be right, so they can't be doing that.
Look, bonnet on and all. Who cares?
Hey, listen, I guess they're not a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you come up to a man with your previous statement, there's not a straight man alive that's not going or want to give you his number. I mean, my thing is, Mario, that's all fine and dandy. But again, I think, here's the thing. Cute girls, pretty girls, beautiful girls already have a disadvantage because you guys already have a preconceived notion about them. So, it's just no winning. Like it's really harder for me because I can't never tell if someone's being genuine with me. That's the truth of the matter. So no, it's not like if I'm able to discern if a guy is being true or not because they're all trying to fuck. I have to look at it that way. They're all trying to fuck. And my thing is, why not? I'm looking at your response of me coming into the scene now. Damn, Too Fly, you look good. Damn, them titties look good. So you have to understand that instead of me biting the cheese, because that's something that we used to say back in the day, you bite the cheese, looking stupid out here. You have to take it as, you know what? Okay, because I listen to someone that say something different. Like when I hear someone respond to me differently, and I'm not even going to tell y'all this because then y'all will be trying to find me a few out and say the shit that I'm about to tell y'all. But I listen to different shit. I listen to honesty. And so when someone's honest with me, like I had one guy say, he was like, yo, your thong is showing. And he walked off. I was like,
you like that?
Did he just look out? You know why I loved it? Because I say he looked out for me in a security way. He made sure that, listen, you're being exposed. Men are going to approach you. I want you. So to me, he had that protector.
I'm saying he didn't say all that, but that's just how you felt, though. He did say that. I was bending over. I was getting to the DEF, and I think I dropped like the cap, like my DEF cap wasn't on the little cord or whatever. I went to go pick it up, and my thong part was showing. And while he was walking around, because I was near the Loves and the tire portion where you do your tires and stuff, you're really close to the door. Mm-hmm. So when he walked past and shit like that, he said that. He said, hey, sweetheart, just want to let you know your thong is showing, pull your pants in. And he walked off. And so what happened to me, or how I registered it, I was like, oh, he's a protector. I like it. Like he made sure I was good. Like he didn't, it wasn't anything beyond it. He seen, I don't want something happen to my sister or something happen to this woman. So let her get her shit together. Now again, I ain't going to, disregard it because I did pull my pants up, but that's the type of shit I like. I like a person to be honest with me. So that's what that was. Right. I think what Mario felt like you just being too hard.
Huh?
Mario felt like you just being too hard. That's what that comment meant.
Well, Mario is married. He don't count. Mario got a woman, so we talk to all the single niggas out here in the street. Where the single men at?
Right here.
Got women. So let's start off with
single man. I'm single, man.
Buddha bye, Buddha bye, Buddha bye.
I'm single all the way, man. You think of single? You think
How? Whoa, how
listen.
Iran said I'm trying to team draw with Steffi Juicy Lips. Well, we're gonna put now Steffi into the middle.
Y'all call up, y'all pull up, man. Pull up
No,
and
quick
talk to
question
Steffi
though.
Juicy Lips.
I'm sorry, I am taken, and I will be team driving possibly soon with someone.
Fall back.
So,
wow, okay. Wait, are you teaming? Are you teaming with your significant other, or are you teaming with a teammate?
No comment.
All right. Why would you put it out there for us not to?
I mean, I have to answer because I'm Steffi Juicy Lip Ass. You know, I just wanted to say that, put that out there that that will be happening.
But no one asked you. So, but you gave us this info.
Yeah, he did though. In a way, he did. He said, "I'm trying to team drive." Like you kind of like, are you? It's kind of. I had to say it, right?
Okay. I feel you. All right. Mario says,
with 7 kids that your stepdaddy in, how you got time for somebody else?
What you mean? Like, what you mean?
You playing You said you playing stepdaddy, right?
I'm playing step. This is what you're saying. I didn't say that. This is what you're saying.
I didn't say none of that.
See? Look, see, now you in the water now, because you in the water.
No. I'm asking. It's a real question.
But you're making those. I didn't say none of that. All I said was, yeah. I mean, it's about 7 kids that they call me. I talk to them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm talking to them every day, but they still holler at me. I mean, they got a life that they living, but I help them out in certain situations and give them advice if they need it. I talk to them. They just
when you break
maybe
up with
they
somebody,
have that amount of respect for me. What happened?
How long were you with these? Were you with these people for a long time, or like a month or two? Was it like long periods that you generate these relationships?
Yeah, that's why it was long period. It was years.
Okay. Got you. I just wanted to understand that. I was a little confused.
Like when it's years like that, Steffi, when it's years like that, like for real, like, the kids, kids get, they get attached, like they know me, you know what I'm saying? We live together, like, you feel what I'm saying? Just because me and their mom ain't cool no more, it doesn't mean that I'm just finna stop, or it ain't even about me. They not finna stop talking to me. They not finna stop communicating with me. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm finna do? Change my number? Like, I'm not that type of dude. Like, I'm more of a real type dude, and dealing with principles and morals, and especially when it comes to the kids. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not finna just not communicate with them just because I'm in another situation. If they holler at me, they holler at me. You feel what I'm saying? If they want to talk to me about something, I'm finna talk back.
Are they older or younger?
They younger. Like, I listen. All of them is none of them is 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? The oldest is 16. 2 of them is 16. You feel what I'm saying? They probably be 17 next year.
Okay. Hold on. Let's pay some bills, everyone. Listen, thank you guys so much for joining me on Vibing with Two Fly. This is what we're doing. We're having these open discussions. I mean, if your butt hurt, wash it. You know what I mean? Because we just gonna be having these real conversations. You know what I'm saying? We ain't hurt nobody. You know what I mean? We just breaking down the communication barriers and stuff. Because to me, honestly, that's the one thing that Black people really have a trouble with. It's really troubling for Black men and women to have a conversation without it going to fisticuffs and all that, and we got to stop that. Because listen, we're all truck drivers, we're all trying to make it down the road, and having these conversations again, it's just a stress reliever, right? Because it lets you know you got a friend out here in the streets. Definitely want to give a shout out to a couple people that hit me in the Cash App. Dirty Broke, Sean King, a couple of people. I sent you guys hearts, so that way you guys know that I am definitely appreciative of you guys supporting the channel. David Matheson said, "Way too fly. I love your character." I appreciate that, brother, because Buddha Black be trying to tear me down. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just joking. Let me not get Buddha
Coming at your
started
neck.
up.
For real.
I'm just joking. What's the Cash App and how I get in too much foolishness? You can get in by hitting the Cash App. That's number one. If you did not hit the Cash App, you ain't getting none. Simple as that. Let me go ahead and post on here the StreamYard link. 1 second, everybody. God damn it. All right. What did I do? What have I done? James, I'm saying he wants to team, but I may be team with someone. She asked if it was a spouse or a friend. No comment. Girl, you gotta explain yourself.
Oh no, I'm just answering for what he said earlier.
I'm just joking. But listen, Mario Caldwell, you're right. Married or not, you could definitely get perspective. That's why I want you guys to call in because yeah, you know, all perspective, all opinions are good in my opinion. You know, we all can learn from each other.
I'm gonna let you dream, Highway.
Let's see. So who else is up in here? The great help. Somebody sent me a Cash App, so 1 second.
Money.
Girl, we gotta pay the bills up in here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be
yeah,
like that.
$5 out.
Don't be like that. Come on now. Oh shit. So of course, y'all already know who y'all. I think y'all know who's about to come up in here.
Well, who this is?
Y'all ready? Ciao.
Phoebe and D-Rod. Smitty.
Oh man, not the Big Beezy. What they do, boy?
The Guru Petka.
Yo,
what's happening?
what's happening, man? That's the guy right there. What it do?
Oh, so now you getting all lively?
Huh? My nigga, the Big
Hey,
Beezy in the building.
two fly. Can you chill though?
Hey,
I'm not
fall
sure.
back. Let me roll this red carpet out, man. You feel me? The Big Beezy in the building.
Man.
What it do?
Duffy, you see what I gotta go through?
What's happening, everybody?
YouTube legend.
Now that King Brown is in here. Now is
you dig?
What's the subject?
The subject was part 2. We were basically critiquing and dissecting what you meant by a woman having 100K. Then me and Buddha Black went into some semantics about who would be talking to who and how he would shoot a shot, but then he wouldn't, and then so yeah.
And you know what?
So I want to hear what Steph. I came up here for Stephanie. That's what I came here. I want to hear what Stephanie had to say about running me my $100,000, dog. That's what I want to hear.
Let me back out. Hold on, I'm gonna back out, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
You got it.
Really?
Hey, she do. You see how she leave your ass by yourself? That shit credit,
dog. Always. And then move me to the middle.
Yeah, exactly. You in the middle there, girl. Take care of it. Do you think it's too much money?
No. But you have to, for other people, you have to put a timeline on it. So people are thinking, like you're saying, within a year. And that's like saying you have to save $2,000 every week. As a
I don't
woman.
know. I don't see, because people stupid. Let's get that out of the way. I never said a timeline.
And that's the problem. That was the problem.
Why is that? Why is that a problem? It could take 4 years, 5 years.
I mean, I personally believe that a person shouldn't have kids until they got a certain amount of money, anyways, and they got their priorities straight. So, I mean, of course, I would agree with what you said, 100%. Like.
Most people ain't gonna agree to it because niggas like to be broke. That's the number one thing. People, if you gotta understand, being broke, people think people don't like to be broke. That's actually a lie. Because the welfare system, what it does, it takes people's initiative away. So I knew a lady, I ain't gonna say her name, I know a lady I was dating. This was years ago. Her mama got like $400,000 from an accident, and she said,
Oh.
I gotta blow the money so I don't lose my Social Security." So she blew all that money so she can continue to get her $700 check
What? You
and
crazy, bro.
not lose her Section 8. Ain't that a bitch? And that's when I realized
Yeah,
right there that, oh, these motherfuckers, they want to live like this. Like
yeah,
they're not trying to change.
yeah. I ain't
Some
gonna lie.
people aren't
It's crazy
mature
like that
though.
for real.
It's
That
just a
woman was
mental thing
63
after a
years old,
while.
bro.
She was losing it
Listen,
then,
man.
if that's
63
the
years old,
case.
bro.
But see,
No,
on some
she
real,
was just fucking
She settled.
stupid from jump.
She settled. She settled for what, she's used to. Like she didn't realize that the greatness that could come from having that 400K.
but
Man,
here,
listen,
okay,
man.
so y'all know I'm about to put my little rose color lens
Oh, she
because
just
Oh,
stupid
you
as a
came
bitch.
if
back finally.
yeah, I
You
I
came
left
know
back.
you
me.
because you be backing out, but don't be really
Yeah,
backing out.
if Dirty
Oh.
Broke probably in here, Dirty Broke 215, so he already knew what I'm about to say, but I'm about to let y'all know. I think the biggest thing we're not taking into accountability is the other factors in selecting a partner or selecting someone to have your children. You can come up with the 100K, but if you're batshit crazy, if you are
Right.
not mentally sound, if you're not someone that is, to me, a just a citizen, what I mean, someone that I can depend on, someone that practices what they preach, someone that grows, someone that strives. These are other attributes besides the genetics, right? These are other things that Black people don't even fucking touch on. We're talking about the
That ass.
money, and I find it's interesting that we always talk about the one thing that we always supposed to be get. I'm supposed to be getting money, but there are other things
Yo,
that
why
need
you
to be
gotta make
considered.
that fucking face, dog? That's so ignorant. This why
I
motherfuckers don't like your ass, dog. Right there, bro. It's over the top, bro. Like, god
Uh,
damn.
Listen, I'm going around this motherfucking world once, nigga. Might as well be extra with it. You know what I'm saying?
That dog, the point always falls back into is like, is
hey, look.
you gonna have to get your. This is my thing. You got to get your priorities in order. For me to say this, a person with their priorities in order wouldn't be offended. It only offends the motherfuckers who priorities ain't in order.
Yeah,
So what it does is effectively it weeds out the bullshit. It weeds it out because if your priorities ain't in order, you first thing you gonna be is offended
yeah,
immediately,
Yeah, like
bro.
it ain't no pressure to save up the money. You feel what I'm saying? To okay, she got to get 100 bands. Like all I was saying was this. I'm like, okay, if she get the 100 bands, it's like okay, we gotta have a plan. We gotta. It's not just we just gonna get 100 bands. Like we gotta have a reason why we doing this because we want to have this one baby because we making this situation real like. We putting emphasis on this situation. We making it real important. We saying, okay, look, we finna dedicate this time, blood, sweat, and tears, and every day to save up 100 bands for this baby. So we
Right.
gotta know why is we doing this? What we finna do with
but
this hundred
what?
bands?
But that's what I
The
was saying.
whole
I was saying, oh wait, TB, 1 second. That's what I was trying to convey to him, TB. I was saying, isn't that the point? When you're bringing a child, if you're willing to die for your child and go the extra mile for your child, what is the why are we not doing that before the child gets here? Meaning that should
No,
be
that's a
ironed
fact.
out before the child
That's a
hits
fact.
the door. Because the
That's
way
a fact.
y'all be doing it sometimes, like the way people do it, they go extra hard in the paint when the baby here, and subliminally it puts the pressure on the child because the child sees mommy and daddy, they're not here, right? You're robbing the
Mm-hmm.
child of time that could be spent with that child because you had this money up front. We're looking at the cart before the horse.
Right,
well, I
right,
believe
So
that
if
it
right.
start. I believe that it's if anything, it's a conversation starter as far as what's gonna be done with the money. You know, if anything, it starts a pattern. So you don't have to stop saving money when you hit 100,000 if you living under my umbrella. So what we doing is we starting we're taking something that's gonna be a rule, and most good rules turn into a like an ideal. So that means you're gonna keep doing that past that point. Now, as far as investing the money and all that stuff, that's whole nother other conversations. But number one, for you to be able to invest the money, you gotta have it. So you still in a better position when you figure out what you're gonna invest the money in. So instead of thinking of investment, why y'all ain't got 100 million? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
or let's not
But
again.
I'm
If we
saying at
came up
least
with that
know
money, then
why
why
we
are we
getting it.
getting from
Like
it?
what we finna do with it. You know what I mean? What
You're
are we
fitting
trying
to
to do
take
with this
care. You're
kid? What
fitting to be prepared for a situation you can't necessarily walk away from as easily as stepchildren, or as
Nah,
easily
but let me tell
as
you something. Like how I deal with them, like just like what y'all saying, like I get on them about different things like stocks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I talk to them about stuff like that and set them up with situations like that. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about real strategically. You feel what I'm saying? Where they got certain, they got accounts and stuff like that with Apple stock and stuff like that, and help them get Tesla stock before the split. I've done stuff. I'm talking about stuff like that, even though it's in their mama name. We get stuff. So I know what y'all talking about, and I let them know about their history, all that, because I'm into that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a brother that's into that too. So I let them know about their history and stuff like that. So that's how I'm dealing with them, because I know these is black kids, these are young black kids. And if I got the information, I'm gonna give it out. You feel what I'm saying? I can't say the world, you feel what I'm saying? But why would I stop talking to them? Plus, when I got this type of information, who else
but
I'm gonna give it to? Because remember, I don't have no biological kids. You feel what I'm saying? So I do it
but
like that.
but the
Who
reason
else
why I
I'm gonna
don't
give the information to?
the reason I don't talk about I'm not interested in this forum. I'm interested in it, but the reason why I'm not talking about it, what to do with the money, because I believe that's applicable to each couple.
Mm,
So if a couple they may be in the computers, so man, that I don't want to get into all that because you invest the way you want to. You hear
right.
me? And I'm not no financial advisor. So all I'm saying is this needs to be done. This needs to be done for me. There's another thing too. It ain't even these other couples. Because if everybody want to live like shit, fuck them. I'm talking about me.
Right.
A
Right.
motherfucker for a chick to get my shit, you gonna have to show me 100 grand, shorty, or you can go up there to Jimmy and Ray Ray and them and get that shit for the free. Get the fuck out of my face.
we got someone that wants to come in. Give me a second. Someone wants to come
Man,
in. We got
Hey,
we
that's a
got
fact though.
Ty.
That's a fact
What's
though.
going on, Ty?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, no, I'm just adding on. So what's going on? Y'all keep talking. I'm adding on as y'all go.
Oh no, sweetheart. That's not what we do. If you do not bring anything valuable, you just gonna sit in the queue. So here's your
Oh,
chance.
well, hold up. What you mean?
All right.
I am bringing some
Let
value.
me show y'all what I mean. All right, there we go. Let's go back to this conversation because we were
yo, that
keeping the
was
cipher
wrong.
going.
Man.
No, that's not
What?
wrong.
Hey, too far.
Ugh.
This why motherfuckers don't like your ass, though. Like, god damn, nigga.
Damn.
That's not what we doing. We, like I said, we all here. We do give valuable content. Buddha, Steffi, that's what we do. So this is not the hangout spot. You can
Damn.
chill in the comment section.
Well, way
Oh,
too hard on play.
hey,
Way
bet
too
I
hard.
bet y'all gonna call
Damn.
into my show now on, ain't it, goddamn?
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not. It's no
Shit.
disrespect, but no, it's no disrespect because
Yeah, you got to
what
be
people
on
need to
point.
realize is that what we're doing is for the people to get down the road and to have something that's entertaining. It's not here to because there are people that are paying me to listen. So my thing is that if they're listening, I'm going to provide them with the best type of show I can. I'm not doing this for play. This for pay. Like Dean Cole said, this is for pay. We're doing this because again, we could be doing something else, and I want to give you guys a solid product. So, I mean, no offense to the young brother, but I mean, I don't even know him. I could see if it was like D-Raj or something. It's like, oh, listen, if I bring you in, I'm thinking that you're going to give something valuable. I want to hear you. I want to validate you, but you don't run a motherfucking thing over here. So, continue.
You know what? That's just what we need to talk about right here. God
What?
damn it. I'm about to switch it up for a second because I know You feeling real lively because you got your little light set up and shit like that. Your skin ain't good, nigga. Let's get that out the way.
Glowing, don't
Number
do her.
number one, number one, we need to talk about y'all learning how to be nicer. Y'all gotta be nicer, man. See
You gotta
me,
be nice.
I'm not finished.
Let
See
me
how you cut me
let me
off?
bring it
That's
back
not.
in.
You cut me off. I ain't even done yet. That's not nice. Thank
We're
you.
listening. Continue.
Go.
What I'm saying, I don't need you to tell me to continue. I was doing that anyway. What I was saying is y'all got to be nicer. And I'm gonna drop a bomb right here, and I ain't gonna say nothing because Buddha Black in here to back me up on this.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
okay.
you already know.
When I don't do this personally, I'm just speaking in general. When dudes switch over to the Caucasian persuasion,
Here we go.
half the time it be because of the surface pleasantness.
Child.
That's half the time. Now I'm not saying I done did it. I'm just saying
Look,
I
that's what
felt
I
it.
look,
I felt
observed.
it,
look,
child
look,
girl.
look,
I
look.
felt it.
Buddha Black, help me
Yeah.
out with this. Buddha Black, help me out with this, dog.
Hey, TV, man, listen, man, look.
Don't put yourself in that situation, boo.
All right, listen,
Don't
listen,
do it
Boo-boo,
to
listen, listen,
yourself.
boo-boo.
listen, listen, listen. If this the thing, right? Listen, how black women is, like some people can't handle it. The way y'all turn up, some people cannot handle that energy all the time like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Have you
So
seen a white girl turn up?
when you because sometimes they don't have that, they don't turn up in that way. You feel what
I
I'm
will give you
saying?
my
So
best white girl impression right now. I promise you. I can show you
me
how a white girl
personally
turns
though,
up.
damn, I ain't gonna lie, Chuckle Brown, like I ain't gonna lie, look, bro, listen, I fuck with you now. I don't really be like the Caucasian persuasion, like I don't know, like, or the ones I get, listen, the ones I get, you know, like the ones that be like in Louisiana and all that, and I get the ones like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like I don't really get the Beckys, bro. I don't really get the Ambers and
Nah,
all that.
the Becky's is not something that I get. I'm trying to
The ones
say
I get, they
that
acting like them. They acting like way too fly and Steffi, bro.
that's an excuse that I
You don't
see is
even know
commonly
me.
used. That's
Exactly.
all I'm saying.
Nah, y'all do need to stop being so hard. Y'all gotta be letting y'all
Hard?
guard down. Stop thinking y'all always
Hard.
Bang!
gotta have y'all guard
Bang!
up and
Hard?
all that.
Bang!
Hard?
Yeah.
Y'all gotta
This
stop
is
being
not
hard,
a
man.
Here,
penis. We are
well,
not
okay,
hard.
so here's where I'm at with it.
Rough.
Right.
Philly
Yeah,
Here's
like.
where
man,
I'm
y'all
at with
gotta
it.
chill out
Here's where I'm
sometimes.
at with it. If we're speaking in a forum like this, I would believe it to be that I'm able to speak candidly, right? Now, there's a time and place for everything, right? And in certain diasporas, I'm one way, and in certain areas, I'm not. Now, what I think the issue is that people will test your, I like to say, your black gangster in every situation. That's usually the
Man.
no, seriously, that's usually what happens with black women. You know, half the time we don't know if we should be smiling, should be sad. We don't know, because if we were to look to the world, who always has their nose turned up at us, it's very, very hard. Now, you have some women that don't give a hoot nanny about that, like they just like live their life, right? They're
Right, right.
like Queen Mother
Right.
Shabazz.
Ex-
Queen Mother Shabazz is like the type of person where she's like, listen, like I'm nice and everything, and I'm trying to put my best foot forward, but the truth of the matter is you're not going to give a fuck anyway, so I'm going to live as rambunctiously as I can. Then you have some
Real.
women that, you know, they bite the cheese and become a shell of the woman that they are, because they're so busy trying to please men that have no interest in them. So to both extremities, I straddle the fence. Like I said, when I'm, you know, out and about, of course I act accordingly. Do I act like the proverbial hood rat and things? No, but if I'm amongst friends, or if I'm amongst people that I like having conversation with, I will be myself and, you know, let my hair down, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, but you
Right.
know, as far as being a black woman in today's world,
It being hard. Yeah, it being
I
hard.
mean, I mean, that's the thing. And I feel like no one gives a shit about that. So I look at it as, if y'all don't give a shit, then I mean,
Cause
I'm
I
just
done
gonna
been
live
listen.
freely.
I done been in situations right where I'm hearing somebody saying, "Oh, I hate I let my guard down," and all like it's. I done heard that a couple of times. And I'm like, "What you mean? Like, you
Yeah.
know, we two grown adults. What you mean? You know, like if we two grown adults that was together. What you mean? Let your guard down? Like, what I'm finna go out here and tell everybody what we was doing? Like, I don't understand what
You
they
have
mean
people
when I
like
hear
that.
all that. Like what y'all mean when y'all say that?
Well,
She been hurt.
I don't. The truth of the matter
But it's
is,
like hurt how? Like
You
I'm
gotta
trying to figure
understand
out like
everybody got through
let your
their own
guard
stories.
down, like all
well,
that. Like what
but
she
that's
mean?
what I was trying to say to you at the fuel hour, right? I was like, I put it in your perspective. If I see someone, I pick up on social cues. So if there is someone that's attractive, but they look like they're having a bad day, I will just be respectful for them because I would want someone to be respectful for me. Now, the issue is that women, no matter what you guys say, women are just treated badly in general. That's the truth of the matter. You guys have no idea, or you couldn't even quantify how often we are told or spoke to negatively before something positive comes up. So beg our pardon sometimes if we're not able to
I got
jump
a
into
way.
queue real quick.
I got a way, and I'm gonna throw this out there. I got a way to handle all this where you never got to deal with this. And before I say this, Steph, I feel like you eyeballing me right now, though. Like you giving me like gangsta eyes right now. I feel like I don't play that, though. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I just feel some type of way. I'm gonna put that out before I say what I gotta say. This how I handle this, though. Cause I mean, all y'all know they on me. You know what I'm saying? So let's get that out the way. But this how I do it. I don't holler at or press no woman, bro. I just don't do that. What I do look for is the social cues that maybe this person is feeling me. I have to get that first. I don't do the walking up and trying to assert. I don't do that. I wait for, y'all know how y'all get a little eyes like, hey, bro, like you gonna say something or something like. I wait for them cues first. The main reason why is because a woman wants to lock you into you thirsty. So I'm real very particular about that. I make
You
sure
let them choose. You let them choose.
I let them choose first,
Right.
and then when they say, "Listen, I'm receptive to you trying to talk to me," then I'll go in on two. Or it's a two-pronged system. On one hand, it stops me from gotta hearing all the rubbernecking and all the bullshit because I'm not about to deal with none of that. If you do any of that, I'm gonna cut you. Number two, I feel like it's kind of respectful to them because if they're in that mood, that's when you're supposed to say something. I don't want to talk to somebody when they got their bonnet on and they just walking inside do something like, you know what
He's
I'm
trying to
saying?
get you,
Hold
Stephanie.
on.
Yeah,
Hold
back
on.
at you, nigga.
I
What's
get
happening?
approached with my bonnet on every time. Don't matter. This bonnet is love, okay? I'm trying to be comfortable when I drive.
No. What
Everybody
I'm
trying to make all
saying
that
is,
cute.
what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Usually, when a girl is like that, they not trying to be bothered. Like usually you can
No.
tell when they want to be hollered at. Like they usually look a certain way or they're trying to be hollered at. If you walking in with your bonnet, I'm not gonna bother you because you like, oh, I'm just doing my job. I'm going here to take a shower. I'm getting back to my truck. That's
Hold
how I
on.
look at it.
Man, they wear
Cause
them
that
bonnets
don't matter. That
like
don't even
man, they
matter.
wear them shits
That
everywhere
does
It matter
not
all
be.
matter.
day.
I go into the truck stops with my bonnet on. I wear
Mm-hmm.
some booty shorts and a tank top. What that doesn't mean anything. Just because I got a bonnet on?
Buddha Black was like,
A bonnet? What
But
does
what
a
I'm
bonnet
saying
have to
I
do
is,
with
like that. I
anything?
like when
what
they
I'm
got their little black bonnet on. I like that.
nah,
no, you
son,
know what?
nah. So
Wait,
I'm not saying
TB,
it's I'm not saying it's a
The hair
preference. Like
done. The hair
It
like
done.
doesn't
it,
mean
She
I
trying
don't
to
want to be
protect it. The
bothered.
TB,
hair
Say
done.
hello. What's up? How you
TB,
doing?
TB,
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Buddha Black is lying. He just said, I swear to God, I'm gonna play. We're
Oh
gonna play
my
the live back.
God. This
He was
lady, I
like,
lie about
you wear,
everything.
he was
I
like,
lie about
I wear
everything.
that bonnet every day though. Like, and then turn around
I
and say,
ain't
I
say
like
I
my
like
have
bonnet longer.
I ain't say You put
I
that
have
You
in there. I ain't say
I have no problem with
I
the
ain't say
bonnet. I'm just
Buddha,
I'm just
saying
telling Chuck
Mm-hmm.
Brown that just
Buddha.
if
because they
I
got the
am
bonnet on don't mean they doing something. They wear that all day.
I feel
They wear that
I
like it's a
feel you.
hat.
What I'm saying is that is not. I'm gonna look at that as, oh, what she just doing, what she doing. This is not the time to be going up and trying to get in the cheeks.
Right,
That's how
right,
I look
right,
at that.
right,
I look at it for women trying to be hollered at. Usually, they're trying to be hollered at. So
right,
it's almost like it's just the right time to strike.
right,
Hold
right,
on, hold on.
right.
Okay,
That's what I was
That's
telling her. Way
so
it.
too fly. Got to be
let me
natural.
let me
That's what I was telling
interrupt
her. Way too fly.
because I've gone in a truck stop with hair done, dressed properly, and all of that. I still ain't want to be bothered. What's the difference?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe you just
What's the
crazy and
difference?
I wouldn't holler at your ass. I'm just
Well,
saying that
okay, so wait,
usually.
But the difference is you
so
looking
let's
good. I
okay, so
mean,
Steph,
go
to
ahead.
their
Huh?
defense, Steffi, what men usually say is that if they're going to be using the logic of picking up social cues, then if you are dressed provocatively, if you're dressed in a way that's kind of like, look at me,
Like,
then it
look at
will
me,
breed the
nigga.
attention. Yeah, it's going
But
to
I
breed the
dress,
attention.
but it's kind of confusing if I dress provocatively down, comfortable. I guess if that's what it
I mean,
was
well,
said.
and we're thinking. See, the thing that we have to not do is confuse individualism with broad strokes. So we all know if you go outside looking like with the hoochie coochie stuff on, people gonna think you got the hoochie coochie going on. So we don't playing those games or those mind games are mind numbing to men, and that is why men will be like, you
The
know what, I'm
signals
not even
cross.
gonna holler. What?
Mm-hmm.
So this what Steph will had to do with the bonnet on, bro. Let me tell you what she gonna have to do. Cause the bonnet's giving me the nigga get the fuck away from me vibe. But if she just bust it wide open and just like had the motherfucking like cheeks out and she like bend down and something like that, then I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking, oh, she just working. I ain't gonna bother her.
Right.
But if
Talking about that with the booty
but if
shorts on.
if she got
With the,
the booty
No,
shorts on and she like
mm-hmm.
reached down to check the air pressure and
Mm-hmm.
look back
You
at me,
said it. You
boo
said
yeah,
it,
I'm gonna
not
say
us.
something.
You said it. You said it. You put it out there.
no, no.
You put you put
Well, Buddha
you
Black,
hey you promote
I'm
you
not gonna
promoted
lie to
your
you, Buddha
booty
Black.
shorts. We ain't
That's
tell you to
what
do that.
that's what women do. When women wear clothes, do not let a woman tell you, Buddha. You hear me?
What?
I'm here to let you know. Don't let no woman tell you, oh, I just wear it. No, they wore for a reason. They wanted
Oh
to be
yeah.
seen, and that's just what it is. Now,
Oh
Steffi gonna
yeah.
act like she different,
No,
Oh
I
but she
yeah.
am
wear her
different.
But
booty
but
shorts.
I like stuff
She
I
like
wears
that. You
dress
her
know what
in
I'm
the
booty
truck
saying?
shorts.
and
I
I
like
get out
stuff
the
like
same
that.
way I get
I know,
in the
but
truck.
listen, if they let me tell you something,
So how
she'll
we supposed to
damn
know when to
sure
holler at you
listen,
then?
but listen though, you
Don't.
know what's funny? I'm gonna listen. What's funny is if it was raining, she'll put on some clothes and a raincoat. If it was snowing, she put on some boots. So she will dress according to the environment, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. The truth of the matter is, if she's comfortable and she feeling sexy,
No.
she feeling herself, she's
Yep.
going to go out because
Yep.
she's like, yo, I'm feeling
That
myself right
that's
now.
Yep.
false.
Yep.
That's false.
And
Come
see,
on,
let me
Steffi,
tell you
don't
something. We
lie
know
no
that.
more.
First
We
off,
I'm
I
know
just
that.
live in
We know
Minnesota.
that.
First off, I
We
live in
know that.
Minnesota. I will go outside in sandals in the snow. I don't care.
oh, girl, you going to catch
That
pneumonia then. Girl, don't do that.
no. I've lived there for 4
But
years.
that well
It's
But she talking about out
that
like
what
doesn't
I'm
bother me.
outside
I
saying
go outside in
of
shorts, tank top, all of that.
what I'm saying is
What are you saying?
if it's not clear, how is that a good thing? Like, how am I supposed to? So you saying I could be in anything, but it's like, damn, nigga, how am I supposed to know
Talk
if?
to a person.
Nah, I ain't about to do that, bro.
Conversation.
I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to do none of that.
Communication is key in
Negatron
a
City.
lot of
I know.
things.
Negatron City. I ain't doing none of that.
Talk.
So
No,
okay,
no,
so
no, no, no.
Steph, what would you
hey,
like
That,
to
that's
do if
TV
you wait,
shot.
nah, bro.
let's hear
That's a
from
hoot.
Stephanie. Let's hear from
Listen,
Stephanie. What would you
That's a
so
hoot.
walk
I
us
don't
through
do
the
hoops.
scenario.
she got to choose. She got to choose, bro.
You
Bro
got the
ain't making
shorts
no
on,
moves.
right?
She
You got the
got to
booty
choose.
shorts on, you sitting in
Mhm.
line, right?
Mhm.
And you got your bonnet on, cheeks are in the wind.
Cheeks is
Cool.
never the win, but okay.
You said you
And
got on booty shorts.
they
That means
not
you
That's
that
sitting
what
in the
booty
short.
shorts are.
They not.
Okay, okay.
Then
All
I
right,
ain't
Okay,
booty
so
so
short
not
then.
all booty
No,
shorts.
she talking about the
Not all
Minnesota
booty
booty
shorts are
shorts. We
like
ain't
all
that.
talking
right,
about.
so
But go
then
ahead.
You talking
so
about the Minnesota
obviously
booty
you
shorts.
left a little to the
I will put on some
imagination,
shorts to show you.
right?
I thought the crack was out. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
A
you
little cheek
obviously
ain't
left
hanging
little
out. The
to
little
the
bottom cheek ain't
No,
imagination.
I'm
hanging out.
going in the truck stop with a bit of
What
toothpaste,
does
basically.
a man?
Anyway,
How does a man approach you? Go.
honestly, I don't know. I don't talk to people in truck stops. But
Well, then all of this is for
but
nothing.
no. But if somebody has to have had approached me before, They just started a random conversation about anything. I'm gonna be honest. They started talking about something that was in front of them, something that was going on around us. Just
And
started a
so,
conversation.
and then you make the decision based off of how the conversation flow, or
Yeah,
are you
I
saying?
make the decision. I make the decision
Okay.
after that.
I don't like it.
That's up to me.
I don't like it. I don't like that. Nope. Let me tell you why. Cause let me tell you why. No, bro. I'm be real. First of all, I'm not about to do none of that shit, bro. This how I
I've
look
had
at
plenty
it.
of people do
If
it, but
if
I don't.
all right, hold on. Let me get it out.
Let's get it out. Go ahead.
See all that lip. See, that's why me and her we had to fight, dog. When I walk into the room, first of all, it's a number of choosing going on. Okay, that's number one. So whoever chooses, I'm gonna rank them on based on what I see. I'm not walking up to you to do no Russian roulette dance, and if you feel like it, that shit. I ain't doing none of that, bro. Is you popping or not, dog?
But do you understand how many truckers are out here?
Yeah, but they not me, so fuck them niggas.
They want some pussy. That's all they see. You don't see as many females in the truck stop. Let's be honest, right? So when you do see one, that's what they after. One of them men is going to try to get at that female.
That's
Anytime.
true, but one of them men are also fucking lot lizards. That don't matter.
Come on now.
We're talking about I'm coming through and I'm trying to find something worthy.
Ain't no come on now.
Listen,
Get it together. Get it together.
So hold on, are you saying they're not fucking lot lizards?
Yo. I've never met a male lot lizard, and I don't plan to meet one.
Okay, all I'm saying is this. And when I come through and I see different women, I just prefer to have a woman who is sending the appropriate cue so no misunderstanding happens. I don't want to go and bother somebody who just don't want to be bothered. I prefer them to be like, yo, I'm trying to be hollered at. Like, they got the little look. If they don't have that look, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to just be like, just walk past and leave it alone.
Hey, all right,
first, hold on. I got a great thing to say before you even say anything. But right, TV. The first time I ever met you was like 2-3 months in to my training, my TNT training to be exact. You probably don't remember, but I met you at Little America, and I was like, I looked at you, I walked past you like 4 times, and I was like, oh, are you TB? You said, yeah, I'm TB. So you're saying that you wait for the contact, the eye contact, and all of this stuff. I looked at you in your face. I look at people in their face. Straight up.
You trying to give me the pussy? What you trying to say?
No.
Now hold on now. The reason why I say that is a good question. Because if you weren't trying to give me no goddamn chunky butter, then I gauged it right?
You say that part again.
So if you weren't trying to give me the chunky butter, then I gauged it right. I didn't mess with you, did I?
You didn't gauge anything.
But
no,
that's what he's saying. He's saying if men would have flipped it on to women, you were trying to say hello. Now you may not was trying to give him the chunky butter. You were just trying to get its attention to say hello.
She was trying to realize who he was.
No, listen. No, we're just going.
Thank you. So I was right.
The brass tacks is you were, regardless if you were trying to give him the.
She won't try to give her the chunky butter, bro.
Shut up. Listen. Regardless of that, the thing is that he picked up on social cues.
I picked up on it.
Look.
I remember.
Chunky butter, so I'm not
hold on. I was there. I remember this. She walked up to me just like, "Oh, you YouTube nigga." And I was like, yeah. And we just had it was just a nice exchange of just, oh, I know who you are. I appreciate you for watching and keep walking.
Hold on, I did not do all of that.
I didn't say you said that. I said it was as simple as I know who you are. It wasn't I'm trying to get at you. So I acted accordingly, like, all right.
But how would you know? Let's be honest. How would you know?
But I was right. You weren't trying to give it to me. You just said you weren't trying to give it to me.
I know I wasn't, but I'm saying, but how would you know?
No, boo boo. I knew you weren't because I didn't say anything.
Do you know my straight face? Did you see
I
my meme mug? Because
did
I
I,
talk to people like that.
darling. What you're
Oh,
saying
your
is
TV.
what you're saying is.
What I'm
See,
saying
see,
is,
what you're saying is you weren't trying to give me, the pussy. That's what you said, right?
correct. I wasn't.
And I did not try to go in there and holler at you and get the pussy, did I?
No, you wouldn't have had time anyways.
That ain't the point. What I'm saying is that means I read the room correct, right?
Whatever you want to say,
What do you
correct.
mean what I want to say? If I
Whatever
didn't
you want
try
to
and you weren't
say.
trying to give it to me, that means I was right.
Whatever you want to say.
I was nice. I was appropriate.
You know what? You were right. You were right. You were right.
I was right. Now, if I would have just went like,
You were
hey,
right.
so if I would have went like, all right, then, well, yo, give me your number and just went in on you, you'd be like, whoa, nigga, what the fuck? What are you doing? I didn't give you that inclination. So actually, I'm polite. I'm very polite, and I didn't cross the line and be like, all right, then, what's up, then? Like, come to my truck. Like, I didn't do that. I was just very, because you didn't give that off. Now, and let's say if you were someone else and you was giving that off, I would have picked up on it, and I'd have been like, what the hell, look, show to get my number, and we can woody woody woo. Because you would have gave me the social cue. But you just walked by like, hey, fuck, nigga, and kept walking. So it's like, okay. Like, that's what's up.
I
That's
don't think I walked like that, but okay.
that's all I'm
I
saying.
feel you. I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, if I was thirsty, I'd have looked right past that and just kept trying to holler. You like, look, nigga, chill. I'm just saying what's up.
Yeah,
No,
at
no,
that
you
time I
looking at
had
me? Give me
clothes
your
on.
number.
I had a
Hmm.
full set of clothing on, but okay. You're
Ain't
right.
nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing, but the point is, you ain't give off the chunky butter cue. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
gotta get it.
yes, correct.
Thank you,
Correct. I
thank
did
you.
not
You
give
didn't
up
get
the
a chunky
chunky.
butter cue off. And when they do get a chunky butter cue off, I can't. Oh, okay, this motherfucker
So you can
likes
catch
me.
it
All
every
right.
time. You saying you catch it every time.
It's a good chance I get it most of the time. Ain't nobody 100%, but you know, I catch it most of the time. Then I'm like, all right, then we go to my IG and then we can chat. Or you know what I'm saying? You want the digits? Like
Now
what
you
we
approach
doing?
people with your IG.
Yeah, I go to the IG. I ain't gonna get a motherfucker my number. I don't know it like that. The
Okay.
fuck?
What's up, TY? He's back in.
You still
What's
mad at
going
me?
on,
Way too
brother?
fly.
No, I'm not
I'm just
mad. That's
chilling.
why you're back in.
Okay, all right. I was just trying to make for sure because
Listen.
I was trolling. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah.
So
You
show
just put me on the spot.
cues. See, I knew it. I knew
Social.
it. But see, at the end of the
What?
day, it's all good and fun. I'm glad you have a good sense of humor. So what you got to add to it, brother?
What do I have to add to it? I'm just listening to what y'all was saying. I didn't even know you was gonna add me back in. I know you probably about to kick me back out again. So you gonna do what you do at the end of the day.
I'm gonna listen.
No,
You
no,
gonna
no, no.
do
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Listen, Ty.
yo.
If a girl come up to you in the truck style, right,
Okay.
and she don't really give you the cue that she wanna holler at her,
Mm-hmm.
do you press forward or do you just be polite and keep moving?
Yeah, I'm gonna be polite and keep moving. But like with me, if I don't feel like you go, you trying to be boss, because I already know like out here females be getting pressed. So like
All the time.
I really just walk past them if I see them half of the time. Like man, I ain't even about to add on to the stress.
Bingo. Cause y'all
Yeah,
getting pressured all day.
yeah, especially if they're attractive. So
You know
I'm
what
like,
you
man, I'm straight.
you know what this is, Ty? We see.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what it is. We the gentlemen of the streets, and they don't like gentlemen.
Oh
Women
yeah.
like dudes that are assholes, bro.
Oh
What?
That's what
yeah.
it is.
What?
That's the
That's a
truth.
fact. That's a fact.
That
That's
is a
a
fact. Or
that,
look,
That's
that's
a
some
fact.
young-minded females. That's
they
probably what
like
that is.
they like men that they can run over.
Oh
Mm.
God, you guys are
Yeah,
all
yeah,
sucking this
yeah,
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
for
Like
sure,
I
yeah,
for
swear.
sure.
yeah.
If
That's a
They prefer
young-minded female, first of all.
because most women are lesbians, so they like men who act like girls. Like that
oh
gotta
yeah,
be what it is.
for
That's a
sure.
fact. That's a fact.
Listen, here's
If you not
where
agreeing with them
You
100% of
stressing
the
people.
time, then
You
here's
stressing
where
me out.
here's the truth in a nutshell. What you guys are saying are correct. What I will validate is this: women, we do play like the fucking stupidest of mind games, because usually we shoot ourselves in the own foot because we what? Oh, sorry. Okay.
I need to find something else.
We want you guys to pay attention, and we do these things. A lot of women are immature in how they express themselves, and a lot of women know exactly what they're doing and play the game better than some men in the field. So, like I said before, if you're a person that just speaks in general, like I'm a person that speaks in general, meaning TY, if you would say, hey, what's going on? I will respond. You could say, hey, what's going on, sweetheart? You could say, hey, you looking good in them jeans. None of that bothers me, because my thing is, as long as you don't touch me,
I'm not even gonna say none of that though.
None of that.
I get you. I understand what I'm saying. I'm telling you how I respond to things like
unless
that.
I know you.
Do it. Well, no. I mean, you don't have to know me. I grew up where it doesn't hurt to speak to people, because I feel like sometimes
that's
just
not
saying
weird
hello,
though.
No, maybe it might be weird for you. It's not weird for me to speak to people that speak to me.
No, I'm saying I don't think you understood what I said, or I ain't give enough context. But if somebody come up to you and say, "Hey, you look good in those jeans," like you're not gonna be like, like, damn, that was a little bit too aggressive.
No,
thank you.
Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of people don't know why they do what they do. And I believe in diffusing situations, because I've been in situations where men say something like that and I will ignore them, and it prompts them or gets them angry. So they're like, yo, did you hear me or something? And so I've learned very early on, you know what? Sometimes to curb the beast is to heal, doggy. And that's how I do it. So if someone says, hey,
but that's like,
well, are you going to let me finish? No? Go ahead, because I feel like you're going to veer it off if we're not going to stay on topic.
My bad.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, yeah, I just want to add on, but like, okay, so say you do. My bad for cutting you off too. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, I just didn't want us to go off on a tangent. I wasn't able to finish the thought.
You do give him the time of the day. He say, okay, you look good in those jeans. And you're like, okay, you engage in a conversation. Now you don't feel like that's leading that man on?
No, because me having a conversation doesn't lead to anything but the end of the conversation. What did I lead him on to do? If we have a conversation, I've had a small talk.
That's why you shouldn't say nothing.
But okay, here's the thing. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what your intentions are, right? Let's just say this. We're having a conversation talking about, I don't know, tire gauges, right? And we're having a conversation. I get to the line, I pay for my things. Usually I'll end this, stay safe out there, brother, because I'm assuming you're a truck driver. That's the reason why you're talking, because usually I have the headset on, and I may have the gloves on or something like that. So I assume that you already recognize that I'm a truck driver, meaning that you understand that my time is active. the clock is rolling. So I'm assuming that you're not looking for a sit-down conversation, something that's in a different environment, meaning like, at a cafe or, walking down the street. So I'm assuming that you're under the impression we're both at work. And I look at the truckers as comrades, as coworkers. Like, hey, listen, we all got a job to do. Hey, how you doing? So I don't take the truck stop as a
fucking complicated.
See, as a female, that all that goes out the window. Like trying to be friend, or like we're on the same team.
Polite
like
and friendly. No. That's it. I have a conversation.
Well,
I've had conversations with the cashier. I've had conversations with the Wendy's person. I mean, I don't think that leads to sex or.
We talking about lonely. We talking about lonely truck drivers out here.
Well,
what I'm saying is this. This is what a motherfucker should be doing. They should be going in the truck stop to get their fuel receipt and food and leave. So when I'm moving in that regard. So I'm not even in the mental space unless you throw the cue at me now. Then that knocks me out of space where it's like, oh, let me see what the fuck's going on with this real quick. But if you don't throw me the cue, I'm blowing right past you. Ain't no excuse me, none of that but fuck nigga shit, bro. I'm getting my money out.
But we talking about in the perfect world though.
But I don't. It's not in the perfect world per se. It's what works for you. If your ways works for you, of course you would do that. If that's just how I look at it. So I look at it like this: if it seems odd to you, that's fine, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's a respect thing. Mm-hmm. It's not odd for me because it works. Meaning I've diffused way more situations. I've had guys where I did the whole leave and stuff like that, and I've had to call the cops twice because they got bit out of shape and it got crazy. So I said, oh, okay, cool. If someone speaks, because usually it's almost, I tell women this with walking alone at night or somewhere, walking to the truck stop. If someone says something to you, you should speak back. It alarms that person. They're like, holy shit. Now there's eyes looking at this person because you're now having a conversation. Guess what happens? He's probably going to refrain from doing any fuck nigga shit in the first place. So when you bring attention to something, it's like shining a light. It makes the person think twice. So like I said, when someone speaks, he's banking on me not to respond back. So when I say hello, it makes him think back and say, oh shit, she's not weak, or she's confident, or she's aware of what's going on. Because that's what I want you to understand. I'm aware that you're standing right here. And if shit go left, I got your full makeup, meaning we can go in and do a sketch artist by the time it's done.
It's already left because his bitch ass should have been doing what he's supposed to have been doing. If you stopping and you going over there to do that, number one, you're not paying attention to what you should be doing. She ain't sent you no social cue. She just pumping her fuel. Leave her the fuck alone, bro. Go get your money and get down the street.
But most men, believe it or not, like I said, they don't do it. Now, here's another thing.
Because they fucking
I've had
stupid.
Conversations and walking, meaning I didn't got everything I was supposed to do. And while that nigga's still trying to figure shit out, I'm down the road.
Exactly.
Because I do walking talks.
Nigga, I just in that bitch and it's like, whatever. If a person said something to me, that's what's up. Woo woo woo. That's as far as it's going. I feel like when Nick, see, this is my problem with the whole hollering at. Yeah, this is my problem with hollering at chicks at a truck stop. Technically, you're at work. You're stopping your money, and you're trying to pick up some pussy, aka a bill. You're trying to stop your money to pick up something that's gonna cost you money. You should be focusing on what the fuck you should be doing. Another thing is too, bruh, if she wanted you to talk to her, she'd have gave you the look, bro. And we all know the look. Yeah. How about y'all the girls right now? Get a look. Y'all know the look. That is not the look, Steph. See, that's what I'm saying, Steph. Stop playing.
I have a look. I don't.
You got a look, bro. Give us the look, Steph. Come on, let's get a little bit. Let's get a little.
Sometimes the look still be,
No.
Sometimes the look ain't that. They just be wanting attention.
Well, that's why I said. Well, see, T. That's why I was being genuine when I said that. I was saying like women do things for attention. Listen, a bitch can't tell me no lie. I play the game. I play the game too. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. What I'm saying is they can come up with whatever reasoning they want to come up with to go to sleep at night. The truth of the matter is you are doing things for attention because usually that is something that is called a social cue for us. When a man cat calls, when he say, hey, shorty, how you doing? I mean, because we're the same ones, right? This. Go ahead.
Hey, Sugarfoot.
Does this mean that like females like are insecure? They just need some type of validation, or like what's the reason why that y'all just need attention so bad?
Well, no, because again, like I said, some people don't realize what they're doing. Some people know exactly what they're doing. But how
don't you realize? That's like a female going on Instagram and showing off the cheeks all the time. Like,
again,
you don't know what you're doing?
I'm going to make money like that, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some.
Well, you didn't catch the second part. You're still stuck on the first, and I need you to expand on both parts. You do have some people that really honestly have no clue as to why they do what they do. They're just following behind people. They have no rhyme or reason. And then you have some people that know exactly what they're doing. They're very strategic in what they're doing because they have a goal to achieve.
They're predators.
So the truth of the matter is you have to decipher or discern which woman or person you're dealing with.
Are they predators? Are they predators or are they fucking stupid? Is what she's trying to say. Listen. Because see, I watch Two Fly shit, and she like to throw a lot of marmalade and a lot of motherfucking sugar on shit. Either this motherfucker's a dumb motherfucker, or she's a predator, or somewhere in the middle. Now you
I
gotta
just said that.
discern if this. Well, no, you didn't. You said a whole bunch of sentences. You have to discern if this motherfucker is like, I'm putting the bait out there for you to holler at me, or if she just like, I like how my booty feeling these, and she just going to get a drink. You gotta figure that out.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
usually, how you figure it out is by the look. I'm telling you,
Mm.
the look is everything. A
Because
woman will give you a look, bro.
body language extracts energy.
That ain't the looks, though. I don't know why you act like you're not doing this look, though.
But I,
You know the
Body
look
No,
I feel
I
like
is.
I
really
feel
don't
like you
have a
wouldn't know
look.
either
Like
until you got the
See,
conversation.
I don't.
it's
I've
body
never been the
language.
predator.
Body
I've
language is carnal.
never.
Body language is natural, and
Mhm.
body language is the most effective communication. So you could tell if a woman ain't feeling you, she'll have her arms crossed, she ain't looking at you, she's doing things, even though her
She ain't playing with that hair.
huh?
She's not playing with her hair and looking
Well,
at
I
Oh
you
mean,
wait, no,
like,
I'm
well, no, because
oh,
usually
that's your
playing with
truck.
hair and licking your lips are inviting for a person to want to get to know you. So that's what I'm saying. Picking up on social cues, and that comes with maturity and that comes with age. After a while, ain't nothing new under the sun. And a lot of younger cats believe because they seen on TV or heard stories that they know they don't. You listen, you don't get to our age by just seeing someone else do it. You've been through it a couple times. And that's what
You
that is.
done
So
seen
I
the
know how
damn
to
look. The look is there, nigga. I don't care what no one say. The look is there. I wish I can't put my camera on right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the
yo,
shipper
I would
and
love
shit.
to see your damn look.
But
Yo,
but but I know. Oh, my look is simple. I'm looking at you, and as soon as you give me that's almost it, Steph. That ain't good enough. You gotta work on that a little bit. But if they give you the look a little bit,
Mm.
and they be like, oh, so then I look back at them like, oh Lord, you give me the look, and then after that, it's on. Like, all right, I'm gonna come over holler at you then.
all right, hold on. So I'm all right, here's
The
like my for real, the look is everything. Like if we got that, it's like
Give
oh
us the look. Give us the look, Two Fly. Give us the look.
I can't because y'all got me on the spot and I'm so
Nah, bro, come
shy.
on. So, all right, let me set the tone. Let me set the tone. So,
What are you
like
going
it's
through?
no, it's a long line, right?
All right, hold on, go
And
ahead, hold
okay, and I'm over here by the hand sanitizer. You up by the pizzas and pilot, right?
pieces.
on.
So the line taking long. So you turn around and see me in all my godly like glory, right? Okay. So if you want me to holler at you, what look you gonna give me?
I usually will bite my lip. So I'll be like, so if I'm looking at you or whatever and I like what I see, I'll be like,
Biting the lip.
that's what I do. I bite the lip.
That's a little bit too
I'm
extreme.
gonna take my pants off
But
right
that
there. That's it. I'm getting on gang. Like
I
right
do.
there. What you doing? Like you gave me the look, nigga.
But T, that's something that I've learned as I learned about myself. I said, oh, if I'm attracted to someone, my social cue is that I bite my lip. That's
Okay.
what I'll do. So that's
So
something that I'm aware of.
so
So if
so
I
what
do
if
it,
what if he take that as just like cutting to the chase? Like, all right, well, you
yes,
get your
that's
lips up.
that's me showing him that. That's
Okay.
me giving him the pass. That's me saying, hey, and then
You need
usually
to
what
this
happens
chunky
is
butter. That's what
Okay.
that
ain't
means.
nobody giving out no chunky butter
That's
on the
exactly
pilot.
what the lip
That's
bite.
what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What TB
That's
saying? Like,
what. Thank you. That's what we
But here's
thinking.
the
the
thing.
lip
I
bite.
feel like
Like,
y'all are being.
whoa.
I think that at the end of the day, if a person do give the social cues, I think it's to stamp it as, hey, I like you and I would like to talk to you and I find you attractive too and stuff. It should not lead to chunky butter. Ain't nobody giving out no
Nigga,
chunky
that's
butter
the
at the
We
only
pilot.
thing
grown.
we
That's
walking
what the
We
towards,
lot
grown.
niggas
bro.
are
We
for.
grown. You gonna do what you do at the end of the
No,
day.
no. Lot nizzles is for you to get hepatitis C plex 3 and shit. That ain't
Oh
what.
yeah,
No,
I
no,
suck
no.
on a lot of lizards.
No, we trying to
Jesus.
holler at women that is doing what
Thank
we
you,
doing.
David.
So
Who got that 100K?
listen, facts,
I mean,
facts, facts.
I got none of that, but
That
whatever.
Oh,
I'm.
she said she got the 100. Okay, okay,
Hey,
okay.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
TV, right? So I've
Yeah.
never been a predator. Like I've never approached a man in wanting manner. Like I've never
I'm
done it,
sorry. That
and
was cute.
I don't find an excitement in like biting lips and staring at somebody. Like I find excitement in conversation. Like you have to talk. I have to get your mind first. Like I just can't do it.
I
So I
mean,
Well then,
need
yeah.
then that see. Let me tell you how I get the chunky butter stuff since we on her. So this how I do it. If I was trying to get Steph, right? No, we're not throwing it on out there. Put it on the table. So Steph is one of them chicks you'll end up dealing with if just by happenstance y'all be around each other. So it's just like, oh well, I go over so and so's house. It's a get together, and we done did that a couple of times, and we done got friendly, and we kind of talk, and then a conversation blooms, and then we may say, oh, you know what? We'll go from there.
Hmm.
That is a good situation because some people like to just get into the conversation first. That works, but another problem with that is if that don't ever happen, then it's like, what are you gonna do to get close? Someone who is like, I want what I want, they're not gonna wait for that. They're gonna be like, look, I'm just gonna get what I want to get. But that's how I would have got the chunky mustard. That's how I'd have did it. I'd have just been
Mm.
around and you here again? Yeah, I'm here again. Talk, yip. Oh, where you coming from? Yada yada yada. And then it becomes friendly.
it
Then
can't
we
even
talk
be a,
next.
a, a
Oh shit.
conversation like that.
TB a
Conversations
sniper.
honestly have to be deep. They have to be deep
I
in some form or
here
God
fashion.
damn, nigga, why I got to get deep?
here's and here's the thing. I feel the truth of the matter is it's disingenuous because it will be like then it will be safe to say that every relationship that you had was like that, and I'm pretty certain it's not like that. You may think it,
Her
you may
two
believe it.
relationships probably was like that.
Sure.
I'm
Sure.
pretty
24.
sure of it because you know why? Because if you're saying this now, that means that you didn't do it before. You have grown to this point to be aware of, hey, this is what I like to do. So in the beginning, you were
You was
trial
giving up that
based.
chunky butter.
Now you're at the point where you're like, you know what? This is the type of way I would like to be approached. So that is why I say it's disingenuous.
Mm.
Hold on. What's that? Oh shit, Lord. I gotta go
Oh,
now. I gotta
sorry.
go.
Somebody. So right quick. So thank you, David. And then Don said, "How did the guy I was what?"
How did the guy you're with get at you? Oh shit, asking
Oh,
personal.
hold on. Who you with?
Okay.
I ain't know you with nobody.
She said she had 2 boyfriends, I think.
No.
What?
I
Oh,
didn't say that. I remember.
look, bro.
I remember that.
Oh my! I would let her have the floor, y'all.
I remember that.
Oh, let's back this up a bit.
Oh, she quiet now. She ain't trying to hear that.
No. That's
Yo,
no. My bad. What was
let
the
us know
question
what it
again?
is.
Oh, the guy who I
You
got
got
with.
3-4 boyfriends.
She got yeah.
No,
Something
I
like
don't.
that.
I don't. I
She
don't
be
at
on the road.
all.
She got one in Louisiana. No, go
Phone
ahead. My bad.
call. A phone call is how that happened. It wasn't an accidental. It was a phone call about a light bulb. So yeah, that's how that formulated, and then more conversation got brought on. IGs were introduced, pictures were seen, more and more conversation
Oh,
in person.
bro.
Then it carried on and carried on and carried on, and we're bloomed into a butterfly.
Oh,
Mm.
that's so gay. But listen, if
Gay means
uh,
happy. Thank
yeah,
you.
right.
Oh shit. Right.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I thought you had 2 boyfriends. You said you had 2 boyfriends.
Yeah, she said she was on the road with another boyfriend or some shit like that. If I'm
Oh,
not
you said you
mistaken.
was on.
No,
You never said that.
I never said I had 2 boyfriends. When did you hear this? I'm trying to figure
Oh,
out.
well, I apologize. I thought that's what you
No,
said.
it's
My
it's
bad.
okay, love. It's okay. It's okay. I just
Mm,
wanted to know
Hey
when you heard
TB,
this.
so can I ask you a question?
yeah.
So I know you celibate now, but like it's getting the honey butter on the first night a deal breaker, or does it depends?
No, I don't. I don't not allow a woman to touch my genitalia when she first meets me. I'm not gonna let her do that.
What? Oh yeah, well yeah.
Yeah, I don't play the one night stand shit. I've never done
The
it
one night
before.
stand.
Nah, I never will do it.
Mm.
Yeah, if usually if it's usually somewhere around 10 to 12 months of just talking and kind of knowing each other and living with each other on the phone, FaceTime and shit like that
I feel like
before
that's
she
easier said
actually
than
gets to
done.
touch you. It's not easier said than done if you're not stupid.
Okay. Okay, I
Yeah,
hear
if
you.
you're
You
if
gotta.
if you're someone who has willpower and you have other shit to do, it's actually really easy to do.
Oh no, I'm not saying you wrong though. I was just,
No,
just trying
no,
to see
I'm
where
not
your head
saying
at.
you saying I'm wrong. I'm just saying that if you have me, I'm someone who has a lot of shit to get done, so I don't have that much time for it anyway. So a year can blow past faster than you think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, so you trying to? Okay, so you basically saying a year is not a long time
I don't think
if
it
you
is.
got a lot of shit to do. If you're a busy man.
If you're a busy man, if you just clocking in, going home and entertaining yourself from 6 to 10 and off on the weekends, 12 months is an eternity. Cause you home with nothing to do with a hard jammy
Ooh.
every night. So it's like, what's
Someone
up?
asked me about this bottle. I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. I just want to let them know. This is not liquor. This is actually water. It's
I knew she would drink it.
Saratoga sparkling carbonated spring water.
1942.
This
That's
this
not like
is
so great.
1872.
God
So,
damn, nigga. Okay. How much that cost a bottle?
this is like $25 a bottle.
Oh,
But
you
this was
already.
I'm in a suite and I'm doing room, so I'm treating myself. I had a
You
really bad day today.
Damn.
you in a suite and you drinking $25 bottles of water.
Yeah, I don't understand what's the problem.
Yeah, you ain't about to come up with $100. Listen, but the point is this:
Boy,
what I want
bye.
niggas to know before I get off here, because I gotta go handle this little business with Billy Clinton and all that. But what I want niggas to know is take your time, watch out for the predators, left part of the screen, and watch
Men
out for
are
the ones that are.
predators.
I didn't say they weren't. I said
TB,
y'all. I
you
didn't
must be
say
a predator.
men.
That's why you keep saying it.
I didn't say men. I said y'all.
She
That's
be a
plural.
sniper
That's
for sure.
women and men. You see how you took
You.
offense to that, predator? You see how you
You.
took offense to that shit?
Never been, never will. Thank you.
Yeah, a hit dog gonna holler. That's all I'm saying. But all I'm saying is this: y'all, as in men and women, watch out. Both sexes, Jesus Christ, that out here, sex get thrown around, and you don't really need to be involved in that. Also, if you at a company like Prime and you end up having sex with somebody
RST.
that is working at that company, if you're having sex at a company that's at that company, Prime will fire both of y'all.
That's if they find out.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Hold on. Let's stop for a second. RSC don't fire me for fucking bitches. Prime does though. So if
Because I'm
you
asking
have
you,
a sexual,
so
so
no, because
if you
there's
have if
teams that are husband and wife.
that is obviously different, Stephanie. Come on now.
No,
That's
no,
obviously
not
different.
necessarily.
Okay, me being there
It
for a while,
is.
I'm
So
You
you're
said it
saying,
I'm just I'm
was.
just I'm just gonna tell you that if you're getting a sexual relationship with someone
mm-hmm,
else and that
mm-hmm.
relationship goes sour and that person decides to call, which they do, they're gonna fire
That's
you
true.
both. That's all.
Wait,
That is the policy of
wait, time
Prime.
out. Whoa, TB, wait.
The,
You're saying that
it's
Prime's policy is that if you're a teammate and you're not husband and wife, they're gonna fire you
Bruh,
both off the truck?
you don't gotta be teaming. You don't even gotta be in the same truck.
No, you
This is their.
lying.
that's
Listen,
that's
nigga,
true.
I'm not,
He's it's true.
bruh. I don't know
Ooh,
3 people got fired for this because they have a
It's
policy of if it's an issue, then y'all both need to go because they don't even want to sift through it.
damn, that
Now,
shit like high school. Remember high school? Y'all both be fighting. They say y'all both on
everybody
the
go
team.
home. Now, exactly. You see what I'm saying? So you just gotta watch yourself out there and understand that if you gotta make sure you're dealing with someone who's private like me, and that ain't gonna be like being messy and all this other extra
Amy.
shit, cause
I'm
cause they
private
cause
too.
okay,
So
I
okay,
don't,
wait, but
you ain't
Stephanie,
hollering
you're
at me in
okay.
the
So
truck. I don't know if you're private or not.
you're are you teaming with someone? You are going to team, but are you teaming with someone that's with Prime, or are you teaming with someone that's not with Prime, or do you have to be with Prime to team?
I'm gonna answer that in private. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. You see, they would have to be with Prime, yo. They she couldn't
oh, so
team
they
with someone who's
I'm
not
under
with
the
Prime.
They will
impression
be in
that
prime though. They will be in
okay,
prime.
okay.
But I'm gonna answer that in private.
Oh shit!
Well,
Oh, I didn't know she was singing with somebody. I thought she
this
solo
one,
dolo.
T.
I
T, where
told you,
did you
No,
TB.
I'm
invest in
solo
that
right.
two
Okay.
dudes?
So wait,
I
wait. So
told you,
wait,
TB.
wait. So my lease is up this week on Wednesday. I turn my truck in, right?
Okay.
I take my 2 months off and I come back. But I'm choosing to come back teaming. If I don't train, I'm coming back teaming.
That's
Does that make
smart.
sense?
That makes. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Ain't
All
nothing wrong
right.
with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So
What you
that ain't
gonna
like
What
you
you
are
gonna do?
solo
What you
dolo
gonna do
right
the
now.
2 months off?
Oh, I'm moving from Minnesota down to Missouri.
To Missouri. So you
Yeah.
you gonna be closer to the prime yard.
I'm be close to the prime, but I was actually supposed to move to Vegas, but that's kind of a little too expensive. I'm not trying to do all
Move to
that.
Vegas.
Yeah, why not?
What's in Vegas?
I'm in
Vegas
Vegas.
is Vegas.
Oh,
Whoa,
I
whoa,
don't think I want to go no more. I don't think I want to go no more. I don't think
Hey,
I want
hey,
to go
hey,
no
hey,
more.
and PJ, we've been on the phone talking and shit, so we talk first and all that. Then she go up and move to my city now. I told you, bro.
you just now telling him that?
She trying to get me, dog.
I didn't know he was moving to
Steffi,
Vegas.
I've been
Steffi,
in Vegas. Stephanie, what you talking about?
Steffi. Hold on,
Oh
wait.
So you
Here's the
shit!
think I
question.
just know your location? Like, oh
Hold
my
on,
God,
here's the
TV's
question,
right here.
Steffi. How much liquid you got in the bank?
Wait, what?
How much liquid you got in the bank?
I'm broke.
Oh, she ain't gonna
I'm
admit
lying,
it.
ass. She lying.
I'm
You
broke.
got the money,
Oh
nigga. Don't do
shit!
that.
I'm broke.
Oh
That's
I'm
gonna
just,
be my
shit!
answer always. I'm broke.
I'm just
She
fucking
got
with you, man.
Y'all,
about she
I
got about
gotta
a
go,
20
man.
ball.
y'all a mess. TB a
Oh
whole
man.
hot ass
Oh,
mess.
TB then
I'm
left me.
broke.
Y'all, let's put you in the middle.
Y'all can, it's dark anyway, so y'all can't even
Let's
see
get
me.
on your
I'm
ass.
still
We gotta
driving.
pay some bills real quick. Listen, guys, we're coming in that hour. I try to keep this as long as I can. It's been going really well, so I hope you guys are enjoying the Vibing with Two Flies show. Listen, I love having conversations like this because at the end of the day, it allows us to get to know each other a little bit better and just develop conversations that have meaningful endings at the end of the day. But listen, you can hit the Cash App at Studio 828. If you want to be a guest, you can call in. If you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is weird because you're slipping out of gear, you need to do so. And you also need to follow me on IG when I let you guys know when I'm going live. I do work a full-time job as a truck driver, so I try to get to you guys as much as I can. But we have TY on the line, and we still have Steph who
TY, that's me.
So TY, let's pose the
Yes.
question to you. Do you
Yes, ma'am.
think a woman having $100,000 tucked or ready to go to have your child is a sound decision?
Well, yeah. I try not to be too lenient on females, like, cause y'all kind of hard on us. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would say the 100K for sure has to be saved up before a female can get my seed. Yes,
Okay.
because of the simple fact, I don't, like, I really don't like being the main breadwinner because if I get tired of you, you got to get out my shit. Like, you got to go or whatever the case may be. So, like, I don't want nobody staying in my house saying they need to save up for a security deposit or something like that, or whatever the case may be to move out. So, whenever it's over, I just want it
The
to be
goal
out.
was that you are the breadwinner.
You shall say that
The
again?
goal in this, what TV was saying was he would be the breadwinner. The woman would stay in the house. He would buy the car. He would provide everything, and she just earned up to 100K or more
Mhm.
before having that child.
See,
You laugh. Never
me,
mind. We got your answer after that.
me, and TV is two
Go
different
ahead.
people. Like, I don't know, because I feel like that would be putting too much responsibility on me to be, to make something happen when it's a team effort. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's like,
Yeah.
why should I have to, and I know some females that say, if we doing 50-50, then whatever. But I don't see the point in doing, like, why? Well, no, the female will still be working, right?
Yeah, I mean, essentially put, I think what's interesting is we never put the timeline. So when I took it into accountability, I said, well then what's the rush, right? Like if I was going to treat it like a student loan debt, right? I was going to say, okay, well, if
Mhm.
children are in the future, I will take the time that's
Mhm.
necessary to make sure that money is acquired. Now TB is speaking from the retrospect of an old school man, right? So he's
Right.
looking at it as, listen, old school men, we usually take care of everything, and in trade off, the woman would stay home and do things that a man like him just don't want to do, which is cooking and cleaning and keeping the home a certain way and things like that. So it would attract a woman that identifies with that type of lineup, but the new wave men, again, I can respect that too. It's like, listen, it's too much pressure. Two incomes are better than one. But I think the key thing that I took from it overall was that time tells all. So even if I was gunning for the 100K, whether me and you were going 50-50 on the bills or you were taking care of everything, if you prove to be a psycho, I'm just not having your baby.
Oh yeah, for sure, and that's what I'm saying. Like most, well, not saying TB in general, but like most men who control stuff like that, like you do one thing wrong in the house, then there's a problem with something. So, like, I never would
Yeah.
want to put a female in a situation where I have I have all the power, or whatever the case may be. Like, and two, I feel like there would have to be some sort of time limit on it, because if there's no time limit, then what are we working towards? It's just like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years go by, and then no money saved up, and it's just like go turn into a cycle. So it would have to be some type of timeline on on the money. It can't just be like, oh well, when we reach the goal, we reach the goal.
Well, another thing to look at, to be honest with you, and I put this out there, was that the one thing that we always speak about is money, right? When it comes to children, it's a financial burden, whether we accept it or not. But we don't look at the other attributes which goes into raising children, and that's both being, spiritually sound, being mentally healthy, being at physical peak condition, and different things like that. So again, what the 100,000 was is what you call a timeline for you to make a conscious decision about one of the biggest things that you could do in your life, which is to bring children in. Because I mean, the truth of the matter is we don't look at it as such until it comes. Like it's one of those things where, holy shit, we have a baby. We now have to change who we are and be parents or be things that we're not really necessarily disciplined to do. So, what are your
Right.
thoughts?
Uh, I don't know. I can't really speak on that.
What do you mean you can't speak on it?
I can't speak on that because it's so many ways you can look at that situation. Like,
Okay.
it's kind
So,
of it's
so
just
wouldn't
kind of
this be the forum to speak on it so that way we can maybe hear it from a different perspective? Would you bless us with that?
uh I don't feel like I'm well versed enough to speak on that.
Okay. I can respect that. I mean, cause my thing is, I find it interesting to just hear how people would rationalize it, right? Like I one of the
Oh,
main reasons why I don't have children is because I wanted to be with someone that shares my ideals, and if
so
those
do you?
ideals change,
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you're like more towards like the old school type of, you will want a situation like that where a man is like? Because I want to ask you a question after that. Do you feel like you're
well,
more like towards that, or are
well,
you like more new
as
school?
you could ask both the questions at the same time. Go ahead. What's the second question?
Okay, so if you were into like the old school way of living, then what happened to like there being like big families, like having a lot of children? Why do you think people got away from that? Besides like the financial aspect.
Okay. So one, I believe letting a man be a man. So if I am dating you and you believe in a way that you will want our household to build its foundation to grow into,
Mm.
as a woman, I would submit to that because I would believe that if I chose you to be my man, that I trust you to be my man and to lead us into a good situation. Now, when you stumble or fall and do things because you are a human being, and that is granted, I will be a supportive woman now and be there to help you through the good, bad, thick, and thin time. If you consistently show me that you're full of shit, I will put a time limit in my head as to, hey, listen, this is not what I signed up for, and I will be communicative in letting you know that. Now, push that aside. The reason why I believe that having children,
even if kids are in it?
Well, that's the thing. I don't have children with men that I don't believe I should have children with. So that's why I don't have children now. There's no, I don't
But
have.
What if they put on the facade like in the beginning?
Well, that's the thing. You can put on a facade all you want. I don't have children because I'm in control of who I have children with. So you could put on a facade and look like the world's greatest dad and all that. Me and my God know when it's time. Okay. And I don't fall for the trickery in that way. Meaning, I get what you're saying, but I can assure you that's not something, I don't play with that. Because like I said, I look at it as I need to see you consistently do something. And consistency is time. Not 9 months, not 2 years. I'm talking about consistently, and again, we're having these discussions because one thing about a liar, they will change their story. Sure. So if you say one thing, then months come, I might say it to you a different way. I might word something a little bit differently this time. And it's not that I'm testing your dexterity. I'm just making sure that we're on the same page because it's very hard for people to communicate because people will lie to you in the beginning to keep you around. We'll see how much you want me around when year 3
People change too.
People do change, and it's hard for people to communicate that. Some people are very hard in communicating, hey, listen, I don't feel, because here's another thing I looked at it. Let's just say me and you decide, okay, we're going to go for the 100K save, right? Mm-hmm. And something happens. Now what happens is we didn't have a baby because we remained on the goal. Right. We never deviated from it. We never strayed away from it, right? So we both walk away unscathed because we didn't have a baby haphazardly, and now we have to have this now be an issue.
Right. Okay, so y'all save up. Okay, is this y'all saving up the 100K together or separately?
It was posed as separate, meaning he was saying, listen, if you're in my house and you want to have a child, I want you to come up with the 100K because essentially if anything was to happen to him or anything, and what he meant by happen, or at least that's what I thought it was, like say if TV Light hit his kneecap or his medical card can't get re-up, right, for him to drive the truck. He was saying, hey, listen, if I'm home, you have money that is socked away that's enough money for us to, need time off, whatever the case may be. But yet and still, that's up for me to decide. It's like, hey, if I want to use this money, because he has no claim to it. So he's giving me the benefit of the doubt of saying, hey, if you want to be with me and you want to have my child, I assume we're a team. I assume that we love each other. I mean, we should be having children out of love. At least that's what everyone's excuse is when they have these children. We love each other. Okay, cool. When things come up, we now have the blessing of money that pretty much heals a lot of wounds in order for us to achieve the things and not become in any financial straits.
Okay, now say that does happen. Okay, so since the man is taking care of everything, he can't save as much as you. So he only got 25 saved up. So he like, all right, well, I need 25 of your 100. Would you feel comfortable with doing that without?
I would give him 50
because
I would give him 50. Yes,
I feel like that's easier
because
said
the truth of the matter is, here's the truth of the matter: he's paying for everything. So if I'm just socking away this money, I'm socking away this money for the future, because I believe that if a woman has a child, she is the steward of the future, meaning the future of their legacy. So I'm always thinking of the future. So if he needs this money and I know that he's good for it, hell fucking yeah. That's the whole idea of me being complimentary to my relationship and to my man.
But you said you never know though. Like, okay, it's like, damn.
Well,
now
we're in a relationship. That was the whole thing. If we're in a relationship and we're building and stuff as time progresses, right?
Right.
That's what happens. You're going to come across situations and scenarios that's going to test the very tensile strength of your relationship. And if you are a man that is a man, meaning you've proven that part to me, when going gets tough, there is no doubt in my mind that I ain't got your back. I got your back.
Okay. I mean, I hear that, but it's like, okay, after a while, he's still not working. Now it's like, you calling him a bum and shit.
If he's not working, then we will reevaluate our
I'm saying
living
after,
situation.
After the fact.
Okay, let's just say he can't get a job after a year. Let's put a time on it. Mm-hmm. Then we need to reevaluate our living situation. That's no direct bearing on him as a person if he can't find a job.
Okay.
Now, if he
just don't want to work no more?
If he does, then that's a conversation we should have. If it's a valid excuse, if it's something where, hey, listen, I don't want to work, then we'll look at other options. But if he just completely changed the man that he is that I'm used to, then the way I look at it, I'm now dealing with a stranger, and I don't know.
That's possible.
True, and that allows me to leave without any kids. Because when you got kids, you can't leave as easily. At least that's how y'all make it seem.
You $50K short though.
That's fine. I can get it again.
If I
saved up 100, if I complained about all the money I've lost in my lifetime, I'll be a wrinkled forehead bitch. So I'm not gonna. What I do know is this: I know that no matter what, you can't take I got to. Well, hold on. Let me finish. I can lose all my assets and money right now, right, and it will hurt, like right now. But what you can't take away, or nobody can take away from me, is how for me to get it again. I got the blueprint.
Okay, I hear that.
So I mean, that's people that go. That's why people that go through natural disasters, ones that have FEMA insurance tagged on, and people that don't, you see the difference, right? The people in Calabasas that went through forest fires, their homes are rebuilt, right? And the people that went through Hurricane Katrina needed state aid. But that's the difference between having the blueprint of understanding, hey, listen, if this happens to me, I know how to go back at it again, opposed to people that are not conscious of that. So if I'm building up 100,000, one thing that nigga or no nigga can take from me is how to come up with another 100K again. So it don't matter.
But you just took a loss though. So the money don't matter to you.
No, I actually dodged the bullet because I'd rather give a 50K than to give a nigga the very essence of the gift that I give to a man is a baby. That is why a man chooses to have that baby carry his name.
True.
Right? Okay. So I dodged the bullet. The 50K ain't shit. I dodged the bullet.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, 50K ain't shit now. Okay. So I'm just saying,
no,
like some people don't even make 50K a year. So.
In comparison to having someone's baby,
it'll be your baby too.
Steph, would you rather get paid $50,000 or have a nigga baby that you didn't want to have a baby with?
$50,000.
So it ain't like it.
T, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. T, no, wait, hold on. Let me ask you something before you go any further. If you had a choice between $50,000 or pay a woman $20,000 a year to have your child that you don't know, you're not too keen about, you're gonna do what?
I mean, I'm gonna take. Wait, are you asking me if I would take the 50K or had a kid?
No, I'm saying, would you pay the 50K out and say, you know what?
That what you asking me?
Yeah, you're crazy. I don't want to deal with you. Here's a 50K. Goodbye.
Okay. What if I just make a mistake and now you don't want to get rid of the kid, or like, you know? But
yeah, like
any situation, I would just take a loss on the 50K though. I would take a loss on the 50K.
Okay, so then why is it foreign when I say it?
Because you're making it sound like is saying you broke or you ain't have no money or nothing, but you just saying like, oh, that's 50K. Like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Well,
anybody in their right mind gonna be mad if they lost out on 50K.
I doubt very seriously that I should care if you think that me snubbing at 50K is an issue. But what I will say is that that is not the issue. The issue is, or the problem that seems to be at the impasse is us putting a value head or a value figure on a child's head at the beginning. Right. So again,
yes.
I'm going to do 50K. I would, if I gave my man 50K, that has nothing to do with the baby. That's a separate situation that I chose to do. Right. I said, hey, listen, I have the money. I've been saving this money. If you need it, I got you. Right.
Okay. And then two, I want you to understand, like, sometimes kids do just come about. Like, you're acting like the situation can't always just be avoided.
Unless I'm raped. Right?
You said unless I'm raped.
No, I'm serious.
Wow.
That's the truth. Like, we're gonna put words, because words mean things. I don't know if you know this, but words have definitions and they mean things.
I'm listening.
If we put it into context, unless I got raped, there is no reason as to why I am not conscious of me having a child.
I'm like, what? Now you're not making sense.
How so?
Because you're saying that you can just not know you're having a child. Like, some people don't find out they're like 3-4 months along.
There's a lot of women that tell you guys that oh, I didn't know I was pregnant. I've been pregnant for 3 months. I didn't know. There's a lot of women that do that. And there's some women like me that knows exactly what's going on with their body because I go regularly to the gynecologist and to the doctor.
Okay, well, you sound like a female who keeps up with that. But, like,
okay,
I don't know. I just don't see that, like, you knowing all the time. Like,
I know when I have a cold. I know when I'm sleepy. I know when I'm awake. I mean, why would I not know what's going on with my body?
So, okay. Two, it sounds like you would consider getting rid of that child, is what you're saying, basically.
Whoa, who said that I would consider getting rid of a child?
You said, okay, so if you found out you were.
How would I get wait, stop. T, I cannot get pregnant because I choose not to get pregnant. I didn't make it to my age by playing this game. It's simple as that. I don't want to get pregnant, therefore I will not get pregnant unless someone holds me down and rapes me. And hopefully I don't get pregnant there. What other way am I getting pregnant? Okay. That shit don't just listen, it's binary. Either you're pregnant or you're not. There's no ifs and buts about it. That's a binary thing.
I guess.
You guess people are pregnant or you guess they're not? What do you help me?
I guess I understand what you're saying.
Okay. It's a mean way. Can we agree that either you're pregnant or you're not?
Yes.
Okay. So that means someone had sex, someone got artificially inseminated, right? Because
not artificially. No, that's not artificial.
Well, you can get pregnant artificially.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not speaking on that in this.
Oh, okay. Cool.
In this instance.
So we're just going to say the person had sex, right?
Okay.
All right. So if the person does not have sex or the person protect themselves or use protective measures to not get pregnant.
But okay.
So
that's not always the case when you're in a relationship.
Okay. How often do you think if a woman is practicing with protective measures and the man, how often?
Okay. Are we talking about women and contraceptives? Or are we talking about just using condoms or what?
However way you're not getting babies, see?
Well, I don't want to say I'm not in a relationship, but
I didn't say relationship. I said however way you're not getting babies.
I know. That's why I'm listening to what you're saying. I was going off on a tangent, but let me not do that because you're gonna have a problem with that. But
I mean, I just want to stay on topic. I don't want to go on tangents.
We stand on topic. On topic. But like sometimes when you're in a relationship, females they not gonna be on the contraceptives. And when I'm in a relationship, honestly, I'm not I ain't putting on no Trojan.
Well, that's
So it's
you,
like,
and that's why you like to dance with death. I'm not like that.
okay, you say that, but okay, but yeah,
I say
okay,
what?
that what you just said, but
But
like
what did
that's
I
not
say?
always the case.
No, it's not going to be. The reason why I can say it with conviction, because I stand true today. I don't have it. I don't have abortions on my jacket. I don't have to play these games with men or that. This is standard. I have enough self-respect to not put a man through any traumatic situation by even tempting him by saying, I'm having your baby. That is not something to play with. That ain't cute. I don't agree with it. I think that that's a special moment that should be shared and planned. So that's my beliefs.
I'm not saying you wrong.
Okay.
You are 100% okay to believe that. That's your choice. That's what
Okay.
you stand by, and I'm not saying you're wrong. We're just having a conversation.
Okay.
That's it.
But you're
That's
saying
it.
when you're saying some
But
females,
I'm
you're
just
speaking
saying,
from an individual or personal experience.
But I'm just saying, like, sometimes situations ain't always 100%. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Stuff happens. Things happen.
So
things change.
So when that happens, right?
Shit might not go as planned, how you thought it was going to go planned.
But that's the thing.
You know
We're not planning anything. The $100K is just like paying for car insurance, right? You ever heard the joke that Chris Rock said? If I pay my car insurance and don't get into an accident, shouldn't I get my money back? Right?
Wait. Okay.
Okay. You know, it's a joke, but the truth of the matter is you don't know what happens. But the government says, check this shit out. You have a car. It's legal. We're going to charge your ass. That is the same way you should treat a baby. You should say, listen, regardless of what's going to happen, that baby may not come out all the way together. It may have issues or ailments. The baby may be healthy as an ox. But guess what? You have to pay into that. Because once this motherfucker's here, it's your responsibility. Until they deem otherwise, of course.
Right. You basically just agreeing with what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I'm trying to understand. You said something about I would abort the baby or I lost 50 grand. So I'm trying to understand, what are you wrapping the point up to?
So you just putting words in my mouth. I'm just saying that every situation.
Stephanie, did he not say that?
I'm just saying what I'm saying is every situation is not 100%. Everything is not gonna go how you planned it.
I know. We know that, but what we're saying is if people thought about it a little bit more, they would have basically more conscious decision making.
See,
you know what I'm saying? Because we don't have these conversations.
Right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we're just looking at the what if anything can happen.
Okay.
I can go out and do it, whatever. Something can happen to me. It's possible.
So T,
and I don't have what I have.
Let me ask you something, T. Can you go out right now? Let's put a what if in there.
Right.
You're dating someone, right?
Okay.
And you say, hey, you know what, babe, come up with 20 grand. Let's just say you play into the challenge, right? Would it be okay if she comes up to you while you guys are dating and you guys establish the $20,000 and she comes and you say, I'm pregnant, and she has only 2,000? Will that be okay to you? T.
You said 20 grand.
Yeah,
it's gone. Finito. Bye bye.
If you guys agree on 20,000, right? And then she comes up to you and says, hey, oh my God, I'm pregnant. And you say, oh wow, that's nice. Well, how much money do you have towards the 20 grand that we agreed upon before you had a baby? And she says, I have 2. Would that be okay?
I just answered that question.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry, you cut out. What did you say?
I said if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm gonna be upset.
That's not what sweetheart, don't try that with me.
Yeah.
I'm too keen. I asked you a very simple question. Okay, I'll ask again.
I feel like I gave you a simple answer, but you can ask me again.
You didn't answer the question. Okay. I asked you very simply. Would it be okay? Okay. Would it be okay if you guys agreed on 20,000 and she comes up to you and say, I'm pregnant? and you ask her, oh wow, that's cool, but listen, we agreed that you would have $20,000 before you even got pregnant. So how much of the money do
Okay.
you have? And she says, I got 2,000. Would that be okay?
No, it wouldn't be okay. No.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Okay,
Then
but
that's
look,
fine.
but what am I supposed to do in that situation though?
Well,
You
what
you
you
ch-
well that well this is why having standards and having time tells all. Because see, again, you just said to me earlier, what if people lie? What if people change? People put up a facade, stuff like that.
but
That is why
look,
I will
we
wear a
okay. Look, look,
motherfucker
look, look,
down.
look, 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 look. So I gave her. Okay, now it'll be different. Okay, I gave her a year to come up with, or 2 years to come up with 20,000. If
Mhm.
anything was to happen before then, if she didn't have the money before then,
Mhm.
then yes, I would be upset. Yeah,
Okay.
because we agreed upon something.
But now guess what
But that's not
guess what
always
you're
the
missing?
case.
Guess what
What
you're
am I
missing?
missing? What am I missing?
But this is what you're missing. You
What?
now have a baby with a motherfucking liar and a person that doesn't respect that you asked for something that small.
Okay, but what am I going to do in that situation if you're
Well,
pregnant?
nigga, I mean, ain't shit you can do because listen, she has your genetic
Exactly.
material and you're going to child support.
It's,
So
it's,
again, you have had the opportunity to
hey,
set the standard and say this.
hey,
Check this shit out. I am not going to take your word for it. I'm going to look at your actions. If you come up with the money,
let me tell you
then
something though. We speaking hypotheticals right now, so that
no,
hasn't happened
there's
to me.
not.
So
Stephanie,
it's
are
never
you
happened
speaking
to me. So
hypothetically? I hope you're not listening
we,
hypothetically.
we,
No, we're
speak,
speaking for
we
real.
speaking hypothetically right now. That hasn't happened to me. So I mean, I'm good.
I mean, it sounds like you had a couple of close calls there, brother. Because you're getting a little,
I ain't never had no close. Well, I have. I had a couple females
In
out
the
of me
gut.
before,
most niggas
In
do.
them guts.
but that's it.
I mean, listen, it's all at the end of the day. What I hope you got out of this is this.
No, I hope you got out of this that everything isn't 100%.
Well, I put it to you this way. This is what I will say. I can't begin to tell you how beautiful of a life I have and lived because I learned very quickly. I will see things and say, yeah, that's not for me. I'm not going to test the waters out. I'm not going to say, oh, I can change it and be different. No, I see it and say, that right there, I'm good on that. I'm going to go it that way.
All right, this the last thing I'm gonna say before I get out of here, and this to both of y'all.
Okay.
Y'all need to
Hold
stop
on, let me
being
get attentively here.
y'all need to stop being so hard and let somebody take y'all around that way.
You mean take us to get pregnant? No,
That's not what I. That's not what I said.
You don't have to work.
That's not what I said. I didn't say get pregnant. I just said take y'all around that way.
What's
you
around the
dropped the
way? What's around the way?
Take it however you want to.
Oh God, Bob.
I took it in too many ways, so I kind of need you to specify what you're talking
can you
about.
be specific?
Because I got a lot of different versions in my head.
Because y'all, it's y'all thinking too much. And it's too much going on, and it's too many trying to be cautious, and just live your life, man.
I appreciate that, brother. I truly do. I hope you mean it. And again, at the end of the day, you're more than welcome to come back onto the show. I love having conversations with different types of people, different walks of life, because again, we can all learn something at the end of the day. So we definitely appreciate you on here.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all have a good one. I'm out of here, though.
All right. Be safe there, brother.
You too. Drive safe.
Yep.
I mean, Jesus Lord. I don't know.
You just gotta let that one go up in the air and let it evaporate.
I think what happens is that nobody wants to feel stupid, or nobody wants to feel like they've made mistakes, right? And that's the truth of the matter. We're so hard up on ourselves. And when I have these conversations with people, because I mean, I've had these conversations with people way before I got to this point as far as having this forum. The truth of the matter is we don't have no one to talk to about. That's the point I was trying to make of it. It's like, I know women that will try to rationalize with me to get out of having the 100K. And like I said, what's interesting about someone like Trucker Brown, he's like, yo, man, I'll take care of your lifestyle. And a bitch will still be like, but I can't make the money. And it's like, the whole point is that you should have better regard for yourself. You should be at the optimal point of your life when you bring a child in. Why are y'all going to the Dominican Republic to make to put ass shots in you or get titties and stuff for people that don't give a fuck? But the one person that's going to come out your coochie and love you is the one motherfucker you give the less of. You're just giving a fraction of yourself. And like I said, it's not about the money. It's more so, again, you're putting things into parameters, right? You're saving up money. You're disciplined. You're starting to ration a little bit better. You're starting to say, okay, listen, maybe I don't need the Gucci belt this year. Maybe, I don't need a brand new car. And you start getting into the mindset of being better prepared to accommodate a little person that depends on you wholeheartedly. And I find it amazing that we make for us to even think, oh, you're going to slip up, or, oh, things happen. I mean, I can get hit by a bus. I can lose my eyesight. Those are things I'm more worried about than me getting pregnant, because I'm not just getting pregnant. That's not a thing to do. That's not like, hey, I'm gonna go swimming today. No, a woman should know.
Hold on, in 2020, apparently it is.
It is, and it's scary. That shit scares the shit out of me, because a man will tell me I need to let up, or I need to stop being mean. Are you fucking nuts? How is this mean? Me being conscious of my body, me being conscious of my womb, me telling you, listen, baby, we don't have to have children right now. We can plan for it. I mean, legit plan for this. Meaning, even if we get the 100K, who's to say that we're going to get pregnant right then and there? But the truth of the matter is, we're still in the ideology of us keeping this foundation together. And we're open up the communication, and we're every step of the way. You may hit the 100K and say, you know what? I don't want a child. And he may say, but now I do. And now you're at a conflict. And when people are at conflicts, that's what breaks the relationship, because now the communication is broken down. Now things are different. And that's the things he's talking about, is when you go into something thinking, oh, you wanted something. And then as time progresses, you don't want those things anymore. And it's very hard to communicate to your partner that, listen, I don't want these things anymore. And it is hard to do. It is. Especially when it involves having children. Steph, hit us with the last words.
I don't know. I definitely don't know. Don't go out and have kids if you're not prepared.
True.
Don't step into something that I mean, kids come at random times. We all know this, that's cool and all. But don't go out here sticking your genitalia in places that it doesn't need to be, unprotected. Pre-cum can get you pregnant, for the men out there. For the ladies who aren't listening, it can get you pregnant.
Yeah.
But basically, like, have a plan. At least have yourself set up enough so that when you do have these kids, that they don't have to suffer or go through maybe some of the hardships that we had to when we were growing up. You know, it's already difficult. We got dealing with the bullshit of the world. Don't let them deal with even more bullshit because you were just out there fucking off and doing some hoe shit, what they call it. You know, like,
I mean, do your hoe shit before the kid comes. That's it. That's all it is. Like, have your fun. It's just like any other things in life.
Not even.
I mean, listen, if you want to, I do not judge nobody. If you want to be a hoe, man, be a hoe. Be a paid hoe if you can. But nonetheless, whatever you do, you have to realize that the minute that baby comes.
What the city girl say?
I don't know what the city girl say.
Euros, dollars, yens.
This is
Birkin,
the only
Gucci,
thing I know that
Chanel.
this is the only, I swear to God, I'm about to show my age. This is the only thing I know from City Girl. Real ass nigga, football nigga. That's all I know. That's all I know. I don't know the rest of the song. I don't know what them hills are saying. All I know is real ass nigga, football nigga.
So let me stop because I listen to the City Girls, but I'm really old school, right? So we'll go back a few years to
I mean, like,
90s,
dude, I'm
80s.
listening.
Like I can't.
I'm MC like Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper.
You know, I could even give you another conversation to
like,
start up on.
I'm way
about that.
out of the what?
Because nowadays, you know, they talk about they're women are more out there with the words of give me money, we're gonna have sex or stuff like that. But people back in the day don't realize like they were saying the same thing, just a little, you know, under the table.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's because the truth of the matter is, a woman's mystique was everything. Like, you didn't want people to know, because the truth of the matter is, it's not worth the reputation that it bears, because a man could be a hoe, right? He could be popular as a Rolling Stone, and he could have a whole bunch of it, but when he's ready to be Mr. Somebody, he can be Mr. Somebody. That's not the case for women. So what happens is, when the feminist movement moves in and they change the rhetoric of being equal, what happens is men got the drip and said, oh, okay, cool. So if you want to be equal, then you would have to do X, Y, and Z. And women don't want to do that. So that is why women will say things like, oh, I want to build an empire, and a man needs to come to the table with the same amount of money as me. No, technically, if you want a man, he should be less than you, because usually women come to men that have more money less than them.
Yes, you kind of confuse me, but yes.
No, I mean, no, it's simply put, when a woman says she wants a man with money, she does not have the same type of money that man has. That's why she wants a man with money. When a woman has as much money as a man does, she wants the man to have just as much money as her or greater than, because no woman wants to spend her money. So that's the truth of the matter. And women want to have it in a way where they're not. Huh? Who's spending money?
Spending money?
Yeah, a lot of women say that.
I'm saying.
I mean, but let's be for real. Women are not going to do. Majority of women are not going to do what a man does for a woman, because we're not conditioned to do that. And if we are, we're more than likely going to put a time limit as to how long we're going to do it. A woman is not going to take care of a man as nearly as length of time as a man takes care of a woman.
That's a deeper conversation that I can really get into.
No, that's the truth. That's
a deeper conversation. Look,
if you married your husband, right? Or if you were dating some guy and he was, let's just put it into quantifiable numbers. You were making $100,000 a year. You met him. He was making $20,000 a year, right? And let's say you love him. You will be a rarity. And I mean a rarity, if you have no problem with him still being at $20,000 and you take care of him throughout the rest of your years. Exactly. You're not gonna do. It's just you're not gonna do it.
That's not true. That's not true. But
no, you're not. I put
that's definitely not true.
$1 in the bank. You're not going to do it. You know why? Because women are conditioned to nurture. Hold on. Let me tell you why, real quick. Women are conditioned to nurture. So you're going to try to figure out, how can I make you be better? See, you're not going to accept that man, because you're going to believe, oh, I love you and you can do better and I want you to do better, which means it means well. But the truth of the matter is, you're not going to accept him for who he is. You're going to try to nurture and water him to grow to be better. You will never accept that man at what he is and take care of him throughout. Men do that to us all the time. They will accept us for who we are. Listen, she's a lazy bitch, but she sucks dick. She's fat, but you know what? She rides dick good. So he's not complaining. And so he will take care of that woman religiously. That's the truth. That's the truth. That is why I know for a fact what you're saying. It sounds good. And we like to say shit that sounds good. But one thing I've learned as a woman, today's age, I don't say shit to sound good. I say what the facts are. The facts is truth to nature. I am not conditioned to take care of a man the same way a man would take care of me. However, I respect it. And when I get with a man, I show that respect because it's like, listen, you don't have to do this, but you do it and I appreciate it.
To each his own. I'm going to say that.
Steph, you ain't doing it, bro.
To each his own.
You're not doing it. You're not doing it.
Okay.
You're not going to take care of a man and he makes $20,000 and deal with that for years and years on end. And I'm not saying in a negative way. I'm saying that it's in your nature to nurture. You're going to look at him and say, you know what, babe, you're so good at mechanical stuff. You're so good at painting. You're going to find things in him and you're going to incept it into his mind frame because you want him to grow, because women want the alpha male. No woman wants a beta male. It's not biologically inclined for us to want beta males. We want alpha male. Why? Because we want to be pregnant and produce the greatest, strongest, healthy babies possible. That is biologically sound. So what we do is, again, it means no harm. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm not saying that you wouldn't meet someone and say, hey, all right, cool. But it is in your nature as a woman to find something and nurture it and let it grow to the strongest of its capacity. So whether it's his mindset, his financial capability, whether where he lives at, how he works, whatever the case may be, you're going to nurture him. Now, some women do it to a deficit, meaning that they keep the man down because they want to have control over the man. So they will say, you're here, you can't go past this level because I can't keep my eye off you. And you have some women who do it genuinely and say, listen, I think you're awesome. You can do great. I got your back. I'm rooting for you. You know what I mean, babe? I know you're trying. But both of these women want their man to be alpha. Period.
So?
I mean, okay. Do you like dating beta men?
I have dated a beta man.
You dated a beta man? Why are you not still with this beta man?
It was respect thing that started happening.
What do you mean a respect thing?
That's more private conversation.
It's not. How is it?
But it's
how?
No. It's
was he disrespectful to you?
It's a private conversation.
Well,
it was a lot of disrespect going on within the relationship towards.
Well, I'm not gonna ask you nothing personal. I'm gonna ask you broad questions. Was you disrespectful to him?
Mm-hmm.
Was he disrespectful to you?
No.
He didn't disrespect. Okay, wait. Were you guys disrespectful to each other?
No.
Okay, I'm confused. So
exactly why I said it's.
Well, no, I mean it's not. Well, this is the thing. It's not a confusing thing. It's a direct question. If you were disrespectful to him, you own that. That's you taking your accountability. If you believe, okay, so let's start off with you. That's wrong. You shouldn't disrespect no man. You know why?
I wasn't.
Because you just said that you was disrespectful.
No, I said he was disrespectful towards me.
Okay. So now, okay. So if he was disrespectful to you, bounce.
Second.
Okay. So what does that have to do with him being a beta male?
That's what he was. The relationship.
So this is what I'm getting at. So this is why I just said to you, you couldn't take care of a beta male, because if you took care of a beta male and he was disrespectful to you, you're not going to tolerate that, because you're like, you're a beta male. How dare you?
Okay.
That's why.
All right, I'll give you that. You're right.
Okay. So that's what I mean when I say we're not inclined to do it, because the way they're looking at it, if you're going to have anything to say, you better be an alpha male. If you're not an alpha male, we do not respect it. That's just what it is. Now, Austin, hey Andrew, what's up? You are late. You late as hell, girl. Everybody just likes different things. Everybody likes different things, different opinions, different views, and different experiences. Absolutely. We are different. But like I said, we go through things, and this is to Don Pepe. We go through a lot of things by ourselves, right? And what happens is we don't have people that we feel that we can trust to talk to about things without being ridiculed or judged or what have you. And so, and most importantly, we don't like to be told the truth in matters. We like to live in a sugar-coated world. And so what I try to do on this platform is, I don't care if you don't like me after what I say. What I hope you got is that I'm going to be solid with you, and I'm not going to laugh at your demise. I'm not going to ridicule you by any nature, but I'm going to give it to you in a way where you're looking at a difference of opinion. Because like I said, if I can't tell you something right, I ain't going to tell you nothing wrong. If you're disrespecting a man, in my belief, he's a man at the end of the day. He is needed on this planet. What I mean by that is he is needed to procreate. So in my belief, we don't disrespect men. Now you can get away from a man. You don't have to deal with that man anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's your option. That's how you handle it as a woman. You're like, you know what? I don't like what you are doing towards me. I don't like how you treating me. I'm a step. You can step. But to be disingenuous is something that we don't hold women accountable for. So like I said, I love you to death stuff, but I know goddamn well you just got an LLC, meaning you a boss bitch now. You ain't taking care of nobody.
How you? Oh no! I was gonna say, how you know that?
You posted it on your Instagram, so all the beta men now
You're
know
right.
I can't get with Steph because Steph is getting them checks. But that's again,
Alpha
it's not.
female, right? Is that what you were saying? An alpha female.
I mean, an alpha female is it's pretty much oxymoronic. Because the truth of the matter is, what women don't realize is that we can't do what men do because Father Time does things different for us. So say, for example,
That's true.
You take a 40-year-old woman and a 40-year-old man. The reason why the 40-year-old man is winning is because he has options of going and dating down. So he's going to say, well, listen, I'm not dealing with a 40-year-old woman. Too much hassle. I'm going to deal with a young girl. She's hot. I'm still the man. He will date down. Women in their 40s are not dating down. They're just not. They will sneak.
What's a cougar then?
Well, that's sex. We're talking about a relationship. And after a while, what do all the old heads say?
I mean,
after a while, what do all cougars say? I wish I had someone to hold me at night, because cougars are just fucking. They don't have.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the truth. Usually women who play the field like a man are the same ones that will be the bitter church women saying hoeing's a sin, because they know firsthand. They know what it is to play the field like a man. And you cannot. It is not in your nature to do so. Your nature is to be accepted for. That's why we don't have litters. That's why humans don't have litters. We don't have a bunch of children at once, because we're not biologically designed to do so. We're to carry one, maybe two. That's why it's astronomical when 3s and 4s, triplets are like, holy shit, you're really blessed, because that's not a normal thing. If that was the case, then we all would be saying, holy shit, you just had one? You didn't have 3? The fuck wrong with you? So those are the things we need to be conscious of when we're dealing with, or like I said, getting information from women. Because I'm not being no goddamn cougar. I'm growing old with my man. I want to help him. I want to help little Gerald. Come on, Gerald, put your teeth in, and I want to help him with. I'm not getting me no young buckaroo. I'm good. I am okay. Trust and believe I am okay. I've had enough fun to last me a lifetime. I am okay.
I can understand.
So is the guy that you're with now, is he a beta?
No, he's an
I bet
alpha.
he's not. Yeah.
He's an alpha. But here's the thing, like, we're both bosses, but it's a thing about when at home, it's like, I'd rather be submissive to my man. Like, I'm not trying to, I don't know how that goes or something.
It's the same rhetoric all the time.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right.
It is. I mean, my thing is just do what works for you guys. I mean, you don't have to put a name on it. You don't have to coin it to sound trendy and cool. It could just be, you know what I mean? I trust his judgment. I trust that, he's going to do what he says. And in that way, I will not give him a bunch of bullshit behind it. And fucking live and exist. It's simple as that. You don't have to be two balls. You don't have to be Beyonce and Jay. We're building empires.
No, I don't even think that. You know, everybody holds that relationship like they're on a pedestal. It doesn't make sense to me. But
Andrea said, "I'm not exactly
I don't idolize
on that being all the way correct. More and more, there are men that are taking a subservient role. Yes, because they're tired of being beat down by women. Men know how to play the field better. Men know how to get what they want way better than women. They'll put the whammy on us, yo. They'll be like, I know how to get these bitches. I'm going to act like a beta male and do everything she say. And when she goes to work and make the money, I'm going to fuck the bitches on the side. That's what they do. They figure out. That's why the trannies and women or men that dress like women and stuff, and that out there and stuff, they're way more better at getting money or mocking us women better than us, because they know how to get down and lay down. They know how to play the game. They have no remorse, yo. Men will take integrity and throw it out the window if it comes to them getting what they need. And that's because, again, they have no emotion. Men are logical, women are emotional.
That's a fact.
So while we're sitting up there thinking how this is going to look at the end of the day, these niggas done made up $1,000 just like that. Like, damn.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Just about to go crazy on him.
Like,
I'm about to go crazy on my man.
I'm serious, man. I think to myself, I was like, how often are we not reminded that, again, a subservient man to me is a person that's saying, you know what? Why am I going to fight this? If she's paying, fuck it. Like, I mean, and and the thing is, he's still a male because again, women are looking at it as, oh, you do what she says. Oh my God. And so he uses that as a bait and switch. Like, yeah, I'm just, home with the kids. It's like in movies. They show you that the guy, he'll be the dad, you know what I'm saying? He'll be holding the baby and stuff. And everyone's like, oh, he's thinking, yes, chick magnet. Yeah, let's fucking do this. And again, it's nothing wrong with being subservient, but to be publicly known as subservient, I don't think men are not, or should I say true men as far as in that nature. No. So, I mean, Andrew, I fucks with you. I love you to death, but I mean, a man taking on a subservient role in public, men wouldn't let him live.
Yeah, because I know that it's rare. It's rare to take that role in public.
Yeah, it's just not. I mean, he would rather die 1,000 deaths than to do that. That's why male suicides are very high, because that's all he has in society world. When he leaves your house, he's a man, and he's reminded of that. So what he does home is one thing. He can suck on toes, eat coochie, and do all that at home, but out in the world, he has to be perceived as a man. That is the one way to his survival half the time, especially if he's a black man. So for us to say it nefariously is disingenuous, because again, he can't go out into the world like that, and we're trying to protect our black man. So, like I said, if his reputation, his word is his bond, I wouldn't want that. There are more layers to it. It's very complicated. Well, I choose not to live a complicated life. I don't think any relationship should be that complicated. It should be effortless. I should be able to wake up, eat Cheerios with this dude. You know what I'm saying? We go out. We have a good time.
Sometimes it's not all like that.
I mean, that's for y'all. I don't have them issues. I live simply, man. I'm too old to be complicated. Dude, my knees are popping. Like, I don't have stallion with the knees. Like,
my knees popping. I'm young, though.
I just don't do complicating. If it's complicating, you have to leave. I don't bring anything complicating to the table. It's not that complicating. This is what I want. If you do not like what I want, then this doesn't work. It's simple as that. It's complicated because people fear of being alone. I don't have that fear. I just don't. Like,
it's not in the world alone. You're gonna die alone.
I mean, it's not even that. It's just I know that I'm a dope person. I know I don't mean anyone any harm. I stay to myself. So I know that because I have positive vibes and a positive aura, I'm going to attract positive people. So it's not that bad. It's not something that's complicating. It's just that person and me and that person did not mesh well, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But I'm pretty sure within my immediate radius that I'm going to attract a person that has the same energy as me and the same vibe as me. But we all tend to think that once you're with someone, it's like the end all be all. I mean, what happens if that person decides they just don't love you anymore? They pass away. And so we put so much emotional constraint on ourselves that we're not able to think past the box. You may be with your dude right now, everything could be good. Next week, he could literally say, yo, I ain't fucking with you. And guess what? Ain't shit you can do about it. There's not a fucking thing you can do about it. Because like you said, when a man ready to roll, he roll. So it's better to just enjoy the time that you have now. Just stop thinking. Women psych themselves out. Oh, we gonna be together forever. No, every day is a blessing. Wake up, love your man, kiss him. That's it. Because tomorrow he may just not wake the fuck up. You may not wake the fuck up. That's the complications that we should be worried about, is being cognitive of what's going on every day, and not the bullshit. You know what's complicating? Him coming in the house with mayonnaise. Like, wait a minute, I don't even know you anymore. Like, why do you have mayonnaise in the house? I can't stand mayonnaise. So if he comes in the house with mayonnaise, I'm like, you're fucking crazy. Yeah, you're a doppelganger. Like, who are you? You should know I don't do mayonnaise. It's too much to try to type out. I'm old too. There's been a recent shift in societal roles. I mean, it has, but that don't mean it has to be a recent shift in your household. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everybody could be wearing red. If I'm not feeling red, I'm not wearing red. What are you gonna do? There is no book. We should not be reading any books or nothing. You should be taking time to develop listen, like in my head, if the dude I'm with don't like Captain Crunch and like to play Xbox from time to time, and he doesn't let me know that I have a boogie in my nose, you're just not the dude for me. And it's simply put, those are the three things to me that's like, if you can't handle that, you're not gonna be able to handle like life with me, because life is like way actually easier than that. I need my Captain Crunch. I need you to let me know if I step out this house with a fucking boogie, because that's fucking embarrassing. And I need to know that you can sometimes be a big kid and laugh and joke and take some stress off. That's it. Those are like literally the deal breakers for me if that's not happening. Anything else is just subjective.
All right, so Way Too Fly, she's looking there. That's her on the radar. That's what you got to do. Captain Crunch.
Yeah, Captain Crunch.
What you said? Oh,
PlayStation. The PlayStation 5 is coming out. And what else? Let me know if I got a boogie in my nose.
Boogies.
Gotta let me know that.
Didn't you say you like boogies?
I would rather be happy and alone than miserable and with someone. Amen, Don. Amen. Can't nobody disturb my happiness.
I am tired, Valerie. I'm sorry.
Well, no, we about to wrap it up. Listen, guys, we're now rambling now. We're gonna go into it further. We're gonna have a lady special, where hopefully all the ladies will come in. Andrea, you snooze, you lose. But you're gonna hit me up on the DM, and we're gonna have it. We're gonna get into it because Andrea, you're a little bit older, or maybe not. You're probably young as a motherfucker. I wouldn't know. But I want us ladies to have a conversation and talk about what's going on as far as with the men, but not in a way where we're bashing men, right? And not in a way where we're being dishonest. That's like a key thing. I want us to be honest when we're speaking. So I appreciate you, Steph. You're more than welcome, you know what I mean, to come on the show all the time. If you guys are not subscribed to Way Too Fly, you need to be. You're slipping out of gear. Hit me up on Instagram. Thank you, everyone that hit up the Cash App. That was awesome sauce. And yeah, man, we're going to do this again. I mean, I do work. So you be like, yo, you should do this on this time. I'm like, then maybe we should team so I can do the part of YouTube.
I thought you were a team this whole time.
No, man, I don't do team. I like my sleep. So there's that. But nonetheless, Yeah, no, we're gonna what's it called? I'm gonna put together something. I'm gonna probably promote it so that way we can really go fire and probably get, just different perspective of women and things like that and really get the conversation going. I'm gonna see if we can not have TB in here because if I feel like he drains the energy. Right? He's like he drains the energy. You are the alpha female
He
to
brings a
fly.
different conversation.
He makes us think, man. I give him that. He's very. I mean, one thing about him, he
Yeah.
stands on his shit like King Kong, man. He's. It's like conviction, and sometimes it's hard to hear that, but at the same time, I mean, it's TV. Like, what are we going? What are we
He
gonna
get
do?
on me because I'm younger. That's all. It's okay. He's trying
Like
to
he ain't
school
never.
me. It's
Like
fine.
he ain't never been young too. That's the funny thing. Like he ain't never been young too.
I'm just here to
So,
learn.
no,
I'm just here to learn.
you're greatly appreciated. You're much respected. So don't ever think, what I mean, that you're not. Trust me. The one thing about old people, you don't ever want to be where an old dog can't be taught new tricks. So that's why, I give respect when it's due. Again, you can be 24, 14. If you can teach me something, I'm all ears. So, all right, I'm going to enjoy my resort. I'm balling. I'm going to be putting it on Instagram so y'all can hate. Because I earned it. I had a horrible
Money.
drive shift, okay? And I'll get at you guys. I love you, stuff. Hit me up. Hit me, everybody. I hope you guys are safe out there on the road.
Okay.
If you have any questions or anything you guys want to hit me up on IG, because that's the best way to get in contact with me. And yeah, drive safe, guys, and we will chat later. Peace.